JJ, but we need to do something about this zombie. He's about to attack again. Maybe we should block him in?
That's a great idea. This way, he definitely won't be able to...
All right, well, this is what, day 2, no beer?
While he's trapped
Huh?
inside, we'll have full
Day 2, no beer?
situation, and I'll keep
Huh?
shredding with my bow.
Or 3?
Won't give him a single
Day
chance.
3?
Oh,
2?
one only.
Nothing is
Day 2. Yesterday and today, no beer.
And in the morning,
Day 2, no beer.
Today, June.
She should be making me juice every day. Calamansi, Yakult. She should be making me some juice, but I don't know about this woman of mine. Hello, Michael. How are you? Welcome, Michael. Good evening. Charma's here with me. She's just working, busy on her numbers. She got so much work going on now. Crunching numbers. What are you working on anyway? Purpose or Gcash? Purpose. She's working on purpose money. She's always got to work on some kind of money. Such a businesswoman, you know. Anyway, I feel like crap today, guys, all day. I had fever all night. I think the shots is what gave me the fever. So, oh, she's got beer savings on her mind. Yeah, she said to me, oh, you can't drink beer now for 30 days. That'll save me 10,000 pesos. That's Filipino woman for you, huh? We just saved 10,000 pesos because you can't have beer for a month. Oh my goodness gracious. She got that beer savings on her mind. Hello, 1 star. Welcome, Preston. Hello. Well, guys, I'm still, yeah, she is smart. I'm still surviving just fine. The only bad news I had today, I went to take pictures of the dog that bit me, and whoever owns it conveniently has made the dog disappear. So you know what that means. If you can't observe the dog for 10 to 14 days because it's dead, whether it died of rabies or it is dead for whatever reason, then instead of just 3 shots, the Friday and then following Monday, this coming Monday, at the end of June, I've got to go get another shot because the dog is not there to be observed. And very funny, the lady that was accused of owning the dog, she came up today telling Charm, I don't have a dog like that. There's no dog here like that. It's not mine. Right. Came out of her yard, but she don't have a dog like that. Of course not. It's dead and buried. It's probably underneath the sand right now. So anyway, they don't want to pay our medical bills. If it was me, I'd have had to pay the medical bill because they would have accused my dog of doing it. And they would have gone to the brown guy. They would have said, you need to drive her to the hospital and pay her medical bill. But since it's Mr. White, never mind, guys. We ain't paying nothing. We don't even own that dog. That dog is a freaking ghost. He didn't belong here. He wasn't here. We never saw him. We don't know whose dog he is. He bit you in our yard, but we don't know who he is. So now, conveniently, no one's paying nothing. I got to pay the $8,000 it's going to cost me to go back and forth to doctor visits and get shots, you know? Yeah. Horrible guys, huh? Scooby-Doo, welcome. Hello. Hi, Vince. Welcome, Vince. Hello, Charles. How are you? I took all the animal calls in police department for 5 years. Wow. I bet you did have a lot of them, though. But over here in the Philippines, they don't have animal control in our municipality that I know of. Never. And supposedly, the ordinance says that all dog owners must document that their dogs have had rabies shots. Okay? Mine haven't had. I haven't given my own dogs rabies shots. I didn't even know that was an ordinance until I started questioning what ordinances do you have for tying dogs up, for letting them run wild, barking at everybody, threatening everybody. What kind of ordinance do you have here?
They're in Vietnam, no?
And the only ordinance is that...
Cheng, in
Who's
Vietnam.
Oh, I know. They went to Vietnam. I saw that. We were going to go this year, remember? We couldn't, though. Maybe next year we go to Vietnam. Skin Tax Israel, 1 star. It certainly is, guys. So after this, you ammunition forever. Well, I'm just wondering. I've been hearing a lot about antifreeze. Maybe antifreeze on meat or antifreeze on bread or something. I've been hearing a lot about that lately. So maybe that's the antidote for the dog bite. Maybe that'll cure me. Yeah, I'll be okay. I'll be fine. I'll be good. Our barangay comes in annually for rabies shots free. Wow, that'd be nice if they do that here. But they don't. I don't know what kind of... I'm going to have to look into it because I definitely want my dogs to have it. And then I'm going to keep their shot record. I think it's every year you have to give them a shot for rabies. So we'll do it every year. I'm also going to chain my dogs up. I'm not going to allow my dogs to run free anymore. I'll let them go. If we're going to the beach to go swimming, they want to go with us out there to go swimming. But other than that, they're going to be in my yard. And I've got to retain them in the yard, not let them run in and out of the gate. So I'm going to have to put them on a chain. At night, when I shut the gate, I can let them off the chain. But in the daytime, while we're going in and out of that gate every day, in and out of the backyard, in and out of the front yard, the gates are always left open. So the easy way to do it is I'll just chain them up in the morning and then unchain them at night. Or if you want to take them to the beach with us, they can go down on the leash with us to the beach and go swimming, whatever. And then we'll have to catch them, put them back inside. But my dog didn't want to listen to me today. I called him, he ran the other way. I said, okay, that's enough of that. If that's the way you're going to be, dog, you're going to get chained up. So tonight, he will be on a chain real soon. As soon as he comes back in the yard tonight. No more running free dogs. Yep. I'll tell you what hurt me, guys. It's not the dog bite. After they did the injection in my leg in 4 places on my left leg, 3 in the back of my knee, and 1 in the front on my calf. As soon as they got those injected, they started hurting. And then she said, where do you want the remainder of this shot to go? Left thigh or right thigh? So she had leftover injectable fluid in the vial. And instead of just shooting it in the sink, she had to inject it into me. I was joking with her. I said, whichever one you want, left one or right, whichever's sexier. I told the nurse. She said, oh, the right one's okay. Stuck me. So now my right leg hurts too. And hindsight tells me next time this happens to happen, let him shoot it in the injured leg. So you have one leg that's bad. The other leg's going to be fine. But today I'm gimping around like back and forth because both legs hurt like hell. Anyway, it's bad. Ruby's vaccination is good for 43 years. But it's good to do annually, so you know. Mine is good for life, but I'd probably do for a booster. Oh, you're talking about your rabies vaccination. So this one I'm doing right now is an anti-rabies vaccination. So I have the documentation that I got it now. So how many years is that good for? 1 year? I don't want to go every year and get shot up. I don't get bit every year. I'd rather wait until I get bit and go get shot up. It's the first time I've been dog bit in my life. I'm 65, so the odds are probably pretty slim. Because soon there's not going to be as many dogs running around here. You know, there's going to be few dogs running around here. I think something will be done about them.
I figured it out perfectly. I need to move along the gold glocks.
Well, guys, day 2 with water. Drinking water. Water and coffee. That's it. And trying to walk, but I'm gimping right now, guys. I can't walk very far. So we'll see. Tomorrow I'll feel a little better. I'll try to walk a little farther and continue to try to lose my tummy. I'm working on it. It should go away before. I'm not eating very much at all. Although lunch today, I was really hungry. And it was delicious chicken that Charmin made with broth, with carrots, and that was really good what she made. And I tossed some of this. Have you guys used this? This chili C, made by Unilever Corporation. This chili C is really good stuff. It has a really, really good flavor to it. Oh, it's made by Nestle in the Philippines. Nestle makes this one. I think Knorr's cubes, I think those are by Unilever. This Nestle makes this calamansi flavor. and it's spicy, chili and calamansi. It's really good. So you see, I don't have much left. I gotta look and see how many of these I bought. I thought I bought a whole bunch of them because that's really tasty. It really spices up your meal, makes it really, really delicious. Expat says, yeah, our barangay pays for 100% dog shots. It's hemorrhages. You better check in animal cruelty
Okay, just like that.
laws here. You'll be in prison for a dog. That's not worth it. Yeah, they do have animal cruelty laws here in the Philippines. Dogs have more rights than humans.
Gay, plato ko daw, gay.
If packs of dogs, 5, 6, 8 of them, come out and bark at you and nip at your heels, as long as they don't bite you,
Bahala ka dyan.
you can't do nothing to them. You pick up a rock, you're guilty of hurting them. That's why I always throw the rock near them. I don't hit them with it. Anymore, I feel like hitting them though, you know? Seriously. But usually when you bend down to pick a rock up, they take off running. So you're not going to get them anyway. You know, but most people here, and I was watching the guy today, we call him the big guy. He's walking through the village. I'm sitting out here in the front, down by my property. And the guy's coming down the sidewalk, and all of a sudden, 2 dogs come out of yards up there and accost the guy. So he reached down to pick up a rock, and they took off running. You know, it's not me. It's everybody in this barangay. And the barangay captain needs to take action to make people tie their dogs up. Tying your dog up or leashing your dog is not animal cruelty. If you had dogs running the streets in Cavite, they're going to be all over you. They're going to make you put it in a cage, okay? That's why you see every subdivision, the dogs don't run free. They're in cages. I don't want to cage my dog. I'll leash him, let him off at night, and let him off if I take him to the beach. Otherwise, he's going to have to be on a leash because I don't want to be one of those guys with a dog doing that. My dog loves people. He never, hear him barking? He's barking if someone's walking up my sidewalk, outside my gate. He's a good guard dog. But he never bites people that come inside the gate. We call them in. They don't bite them. They just sniff them, go about their business, you know. So they're always barking at him.
Moki!
Jimmy John, hello, you changed your name back. This no alcohol makes you look younger. I hope so. No alcohol 2 days now, Jimmy John. One of my friends, Mike Riley, told me, he says, you know, if you do 30 days with no alcohol, we can get you that Alcohol Anonymous chip for 30 days, clean and sober. I said, I don't want that damn chip, because 30 day, 31, I'm back to drinking again. It's crazy. You can't even have a 3% alcohol beer. You can't have any alcohol at all when you got the rabies shot. Yep, no more balls. Yep, fish balls is gone, guys. We got to go fishing again soon, but the weather's not been good for fishing. It's got big waves out there, white caps in the ocean. The wind is strong, so we're opting not to go fishing. But here in the next couple of days, I saw the weather report about the rain shear line coming across. It's supposed to come across through the Visayas, but I think it's coming more north through Batangas area, Quezon province, above us is where it's coming through. So for the next couple of days, there's going to be rain, and then hopefully that storm will be gone through Japan, and everything will chill out until the next one. But this is rainy season, guys. That's why I tell everybody, oh, it's going to rain. I said, it's rainy season. Some guy today, I read his post. He says, where can I go to get a good app so I can tell when it's going to rain in the Philippines? I like to ride my motorcycle. I said, just buy a rain jacket like the rest of us. Don't trust any app because all the apps are screwed up. The weather report says it's going to rain in Balut today. Not one drop of rain today, guys. It's not one drop. So don't trust the apps. Just if it's raining on you, it's raining. If it ain't raining on you, it ain't raining. Wear a rain jacket if you want to ride your motorcycle. That's it. It's crazy, huh? Aussie Jake, how are you? Thank you, Aussie Jake. You know, I don't know if PK's here or not, Charm, is he?
No.
No, PK went down to drink with Robert and Rosalind at their house. He took some mangoes down there, and he's going down there to participate in drinking tonight with them. So I'm doing great. We're not going to discuss PK right now. We don't know what's going on, so we'll just leave it at that. He's figuring out his life, what he's planning to do and everything, and we'll leave it right there. I'm sure he'll notify all of us whenever the time is right. So I don't follow the guy around. So I don't know what he's doing. Except when I saw him with his bag of mangoes that I got him off the tree, I saw him carrying his bag. He said, "Oh, you're heading down there to your girlfriend?" He says, No, I'm just going to go drink with Robert. Jimmy John says weather when we have storms popping up. You know, strong rain and wind and storms coming. Because even my friend in Cebu, he was out the other day. The typhoon wasn't even close to Cebu, okay? It didn't even come close to the Visayas. It just went north. But the winds it brought through, the winds and the waves. And my friend in Cebu had his boat out there. They had a parade for Maria, the Mama Mary, the statue. And they used his boat for the parade to put her on, to put the statue on. They asked him if they could use his boat, right? His name's Michael DeGroot. You guys have seen him in my chat before. So anyway, he said they had a little issue there where they ran out of fuel. I guess they didn't wash their fuel well enough. They ran out. Well, all you know, when a diesel engine runs out of fuel, it airlocks. So in order to get the engine to start again, you have to open up all the injector pipes, hoses, pipes, whatever you have. You have to loosen those so that you can turn over the engine and pump diesel up through the injector tubes. Best to just do one at a time and just turn it over until you get fluid coming out of each injector tube one at a time, until all four of them are shooting fluid out of the injector tube to go into the head. Then you know that you're ready to start your engine. And so he said what was happening though is, I guess his battery was dead. Not only did it run out of fuel, but the battery was dead. It was just going click, 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 click. Oh no. That's the worst thing that can happen to you. Most of the boats, the 40R5 engines, have a rope on board, and you can take 2 or 3 guys and you can manually start your engine if your electric starter is not working. And that's what most of the fishermen here do anyway. Even my uncle's boat's a 40R5 Mitsubishi 4-cylinder engine, and they start it with a rope. Even my 45 horsepower engine I got here in my garage, it's a diesel engine that came out of a forklift. It's a 2DZ Toyota engine. We're going to put it in a boat one day, but it's only a 45 horsepower engine, but it's a good little motor. The problem is it's water cooled, so you got to build a tank for it, or use seawater to cool it. It becomes a pain in the butt. You got to outfit a boat with that, and you got to put it into a boat that's large enough to handle that engine. You know, it can't be my small little fishing boats. You don't want a boat to sink if you flood it. Like our boats with the small little diesel engines in it, there's more buoyancy. So the boat is going to fill with water and still float, okay? But if you have a 45 horsepower 4-cylinder engine in your boat, it's much heavier. And then you have a transmission on that, okay? You got a lot more steel or aluminum, and it's a much heavier unit. So it's your boat will probably sink if you have that and you flood it. What you got here, hon? Look at this. Yellow mango, fresh. And what you got on your fork there? Bagoong. She's got stinky on her fork, guys.
Not.
That's bagoong. Michael, you eat bagoong? Hello, Matthew. Good morning to you. Exactly, 1 star. Never run out of diesel unless you know how to bleed it and restart it. Exactly. And that's what happened to these guys. They end up, I think they got pulled back because they couldn't start the engine. He said the waves were hitting his boat were 1.5 to 2 meters high. And he's got a big boat. Unlike the little MJ boat that PK wants to borrow. So yeah, even my brother-in-law is telling me no, he shouldn't go. He's not a boatsman. You know, he's never driven a pump boat before. We want to send a guy with him. But the guy we want to send with them, yeah, he's tall and lanky, and he's not real strong. Used to be strong, but not anymore. He's weak. 57, 58 years old. And we're going to send him with them as a precaution. Hope that we can teach PK how to start a diesel engine. But that's also why I put the electric start 25 horsepower engine. Because what's nice is once you get a boat moving through the water, right? You got the 25 horsepower propelling you through the water. If you put the rope on the 18 horsepower in the correct direction and give it a pull, it starts much easier because you have the flow of the water over the propeller. All you gotta do is kind of give it a little whirl, and it's gonna start spinning a lot easier, and it's gonna start a lot easier. So I think they can do that once they have the 25 horsepower running. So that's my plan. We're putting the 25 horsepower. It will be in tomorrow. I'll be making video of that. They're finishing up the platforms today, mounting the engine, the propeller shaft housings are in. The new pipe is in. I'll show that to all you guys tomorrow. I think they've already epoxied it. They got it all in, got the platforms in. They're going to mount the engines tomorrow, do alignment on the engines. Then we have one more section of wood to replace, and then replace the rudder. And once that's done, it's just put the 2 orange Katigues, the floats on, and we're building platforms along either side of the boat. If you look at the boat, you see where we sit, where the engines are. It's got like plywood there, right? Outside that plywood, where the engines are, inside, we're gonna put hardwood framing and bamboo, so that the guy can actually step out of the engine compartment onto the bamboo. He can stand there. It's still close enough to center. You're not gonna flip the boat up. And we gotta do this because PK is a big boy, okay? And we can kind of use it as counterbalance if he does step out there on that. It's only gonna be a 1.5 feet wide, or maybe 18 or 16 inches wide, but it's gonna be bamboo there. It's gonna be lightweight, hardwood, gemelina, but it's gonna be nice to allow them to cook out there. They can put their gasol stove there, their pots, whatever they're gonna use to cook rice or whatever, wherever they're gonna eat, cook their fish, whatever, they'll be able to do it right there on the boat. They won't have to go to shore to cook their food. We do it when we do overnighters on the boat. You know, on my big boat, my Queen Charm, or when we travel and we want to eat while we're traveling, depending on how far we're going, we can have our gasol tank that we set on the boat. Just a small little burner, tank about this big with a burner on top. Or we'll use a charcoal cement round thing that you put charcoal in and light it with cardboard and then put your pot on top of it. So either way, we'll make it very easy for them to make sure they're taken care of, you know. I'll be interested to see if the 9.5 propeller gives you a little more speed. It will. But what I did today, guys, I just bought another propeller that I want to try on the 25 horsepower. Let me see if I got a picture of it in my camera. I thought I took a picture of it. I'll show you what I'm planning to do on the 25 horse. Oh, hold on a minute. Let me go to the green screen here. See if I can find it, if I took a picture of it. Let me see. Where are you?
I lost my golem, but at least we won.
Huh? Golem, what is it?
He's floating somewhere.
No, that's not it.
Wait, what is that?
Too many pictures here. Hold on. Yes, you can borrow my charger. It's not here. I ordered it on Shopee today. It's a different propeller. It almost looks like the same shape that you have on the US propellers, like the 3-bladed props. But this is a 2-bladed, but it sweeps up from the threaded section. The propellers sweep upward like this angle instead of straight out like a normal 2-bladed propeller we have. It actually sweeps up. Give me just a second, guys. I want to show it to you. Tip on the propeller blade. It's a different design, so I ordered one today. I want to see if this one will give us really high speed. We'll see. If not, well, I wasted 528 pesos. What is that? $10? $8? Not very much. Let me get off this green screen now. So that's the propeller I actually bought today. It was really cheap. All right. Yeah, exactly. You guys were talking about that. Yeah. Good morning, KC. Hello, Kshri. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Matthew. But we're going to see. I know the 9.5 is going to give me more speed on the 18 for sure. I want to see if it gives me more speed. I'm going to try the 9.5 on the 25. And hopefully this other propeller's here. I want to try 3 propellers, okay? I'm going to try an 11. This new offset propeller, weird looking one I bought, the fan flow one. I'll try that one, and I'll try the 9.5 inch. Whichever one can give me the best speed and thrust on it, I'll leave that one on it. We'll see. I got a couple different choices I want to try, but I'm only going to change the one on the 25 horsepower. I already know the 18 horsepower high speed is going to get the 9.5 inch propeller. You know, we're not going to change that. That'll be the way it is. I got the 9.5 right here. I think I showed this to you guys yesterday anyway. These are the 9.5s.
Come on, Mike.
Here.
Forget it. We still have a bunch of
And you see it's got quite a pitch on it too.
Instead.
Agreed. Let's go,
So
guys.
they call this
To throw in
3/4 9.5. They don't give you what the pitch is.
No,
It just says
we all
max
need to
jet.
throw them in together, so the rainbow
So I bought
recipe
2.
works for sure.
'Cause
Mike,
you guys know me, I always buy 2 of everything.
Throw in the rubies.
So anyway,
I threw in
there's the 2 propellers right there, 9.5.
Awesome.
So
Now
we
the
may
Colorado
try,
Cook
this will be one of the
Resources
options
should give us
to put on the
rainbow
25
blocks.
horsepower. And the other one is going to be an 11.
Look how many of them there are.
And I don't want to buy a new 11. I have one here. Let me show you what I got. I believe the 11's right here. I may have even showed you this one. Oh, it's probably in the back. I got my new incubator, guys. My egg incubator. This one is a 30 egg incubator. The other one is a 48 egg. So we're going to be incubating more eggs, hopefully soon, as soon as the chickens start laying more. So I don't know, we dropped off there. We were getting about 12 eggs a day, and that only goes for, you know, a couple weeks, and then they'll drop off, and I only got 1 egg left in my tray. The rest I put in the incubator. Hold on, guys. See if I can find this other propeller where I put it. I want to fix this propeller. It's 11.4, 11.2. It's a 290 millimeter. There's my incubator right here going right now. And it's working now. 37.8. Perfect. Maintaining it. Rotating the eggs. Doing beautiful. So, anyway. I think I locked the... Why'd they always move the damn keys? Somebody's always got to mess with something. They just can't leave things the way you put them, you know? I thought I put the 11.5 right here. On the back of my... Can't see out here. Huh. I don't see them now. Anyway, I have one 11.2 or 11.4 is 290 millimeter long propeller. I'm going to try, and it has a little ding, one small ding on the propeller blade that I was going to just weld up. Just give me a second. Let me look over here. Let me set my phone down a second, guys. Hold on a minute. I always lock everything up anymore. My wood planer, I loaned it to the barangay captain to make benches for his boat, and he didn't return it to me. I lost my wood planer now. Yeah. Remember the other day, guys, we were talking about, I said I'm probably the only foreigner in the Philippines that's got one of these. I do. I have a pitchfork, guys. I'm probably the only foreigner in the Philippines with one. So, anyway, all my shovels over here, jackhammers. Okay, well, I don't see the blade in here. I got to find it tomorrow, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to break out the welder here, and I got stainless rod. I'm going to weld the end of the propeller blade, and then I'm going to take my grinder and re-grind it so it's nice and smooth, and then polish it. It's got one little ding in the thing. I don't know what we did with it. Somewhere around here. All right, never mind. Anyway, that's my plan. I will fix the propeller blade I don't even feel like walking around. I bought these new tires though. These are the all-terrain tires for the Click, Honda Click. I haven't even taken them out of the plastic yet. I told my brother-in-law, Den, that he needs to take these and put them on the Honda Click.
Papa, I unplugged my e-bike.
Who unplugged your e-bike?
I don't know.
Is it full charge?
I can.
Come here and plug it in again, hon. Plug it in. Maybe Mike had bumped it or something.
Nope.
It's easy to come unplugged. All right. So anyway, I got everything here. I got so many projects. I got to redo my front screen with this material, my screen door. I got a whole roll of regular screen, some metal screen. I got this to keep the people from sticking their hands through it. I got a lot of projects, but right now, whose ice is that? I'm gimping around, guys. My legs are. She's right here. She's plugging her e-bike.
It's not ice yet. Put it back. Dito na ako. Next to there. A lot of ice there.
Ay, dito ka lang gito.
Down there. You try, sweetheart.
I took it from
Okay.
here.
Where's those color blades, Charm? Me either. I don't know. I put them somewhere. I need to repair the one though. Once I get that done, then I will put the 11 on, the 25 horsepower first to try it, and then I'll try the speed run, and I'll see how the engine acts with a big blade on it, and then I will convert it, go put the 9.5 on it, and then this other fan blade I bought. We'll see how it works out. I hope one of them pushes that boat really fast. That'd be fun. Oh, hello everybody again. Isa, hello. Yeah, Matthew, that's probably what's going to happen. I don't know what all's going on down on the other end of the village.
Papa, so I don't get hurt. I do it like this.
Okay, but I'm sure it'll all come out in the long run. We'll find out what's going on. But yeah, the work I put in that boat, it's okay. It could be a service boat for us, for the family. We may paint it up and put it right up on the beach and leave it. And not even put it in the water. Leave it, just cover it. And next year, springtime, next year after the rains are gone, break it out and use it for a service boat. We'll see. I do want to do some trial runs with it. But I'm also thinking about buying a banana boat and dragging it out behind that boat. Once I get some power on it, we'll drag a banana boat around. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I think kids would absolutely love it. They would have so much fun. Be better than a jet ski, you know? Yeah, he's not the ideal body type, no. Jimmy John said, I'd go explore with my girl by ourselves only. Take the ferry, somebody else drive. I'm busy romancing. There you go. Good evening, Kay Cherie. Looking forward to you coming to visit. Right, Jimmy, and pay a guy with a boat to take everyone out fishing rather than risk someone else's boat. Exactly, that's what I told him. I said it would be so much better if you guys just took a pump boat over and then go to the people's house you want to visit them. You all get together, go rent a boat and go fishing. It's going to be a whole lot cheaper, you know, than all the work we're putting into this one. So we'll see. Airflow, water flow are both path of least resistance for sure. That's right. Prakash, hello. How are you, sir? My idea of fishing is seeing the waiter come out of the kitchen with my plate of deep fried fish. All right. You come here. John will make sure you get some deep fried fish, Jimmy John. Beautiful soul, evening earthlings. Hello, hello. How you doing, beautiful soul? Jimmy says, hi, Michelle. Morning, soul. Joseph, wow. What are you doing? I'm just hanging out. I got bit by the damn dog, so my leg is killing me, guys. I could barely walk up the hill coming up here to my house. It was hurting. But I had to go down and talk to my father-in-law. I wanted to go down and take a picture of the dog. So my brother-in-law, Den, and I rode over there. Lo and behold, the dog is gone. There's no dog. The lady came here this morning. The lady that everyone told us owned the dog said, it's not my dog. It's not my dog. There's no dog. That's only a stray dog in our neighborhood. I don't know whose dog that is. And then Den and I go look, and there's no dog. Gone. Poof. Like buried under the sand somewhere. Somebody took it out. And nobody's going to tell me. So that forces me to get a fourth rabies shot. now because there's no dog to observe on whether or not he has rabies. So normally you observe the dog 10 to 14 days. If the dog dies, then you know that he had rabies. And then if he had rabies, you go get a fourth shot. If he doesn't die, he didn't have rabies, you got your shots as a precaution. That's good, all good and dandy, and you don't need a fourth shot. But now, because the dog has magically disappeared and nobody owns the dog, of course, I'm screwed. Now I got to go get a fourth shot. How screwed is that, huh? Fresh mango, guys. Yummy. Go Sam. Yeah, we were talking about seafood and you showed up. Jimmy, I'm rolling back through around July 4th if you want to meet up. Cool. Awesome. Matthew says, I'm going to try and get with Michael in Jacksonville and see if I go deep sea fishing. Oh, that'd be fun. That'd be awesome. Beautiful soul. I know Mike is on a seafood diet. Whenever he sees food, he eats. Well, it's healthy. Because right now I'm trying to lose my stomach. So I'm not eating much. Today for breakfast, what I have? A cup of coffee. For lunch, I had rice with chicken, like a chicken soup, broth, almost like a tinola, but without, I don't think she had any papaya in it. It was just chicken with carrots and cabbage, some other vegetables, and she put it together like a stew, chicken stew. And then this afternoon, they made chicken quesadillas. I had 2 small slices of chicken quesadilla for dinner and a piece of mango. Hello? Bila? Ella? Ella, one ice. What? Are you yelling at me? Where's my mango net? Huh? You don't know? My mango net disappeared again. Every time mango season, boom. You guys always take my mango net over there. I never get it back. Look over there. If it's there, bring it back, please. I need my mango net.
Now that is much better. Try starting it.
No, beautiful soul. They're talking about going deep sea fishing, where you're fishing with big rigs down in the ocean, 300 or 400 feet down, generally. Fishing, or even on surface around patties and stuff, fishing for tunas, mahi, different fish. But you're fishing with rod and reel. The doctor told him after the shots he has to drink alcohol for 30 days straight. Yeah, after the shots, I have to drink alcohol for 30 days straight, a lot, day and night. Deep seas fishing in the ocean. Spear is swimming and shooting them with a spear. Yeah. So, Joseph, mine's a small boat, guys. It's, I know I showed you guys before. And I did a video of it the other day. I posted it on my YouTube channel. But it's, my boat's a small fishing boat. But it's good for the ocean. It's good for, 2 to 3 meter waves. You get bigger than 3 meter, you shouldn't even be there. But if you're out and you get caught in it, it'll get you home, okay? Just drive slowly, you'll get home safely. But if they get bigger than that, you shouldn't have been there to begin with. That's what I'm afraid of, is that they'll be halfway between here and somewhere, and a big storm's gonna blow in when they're still an hour and a half from land. The storm's gonna come sweeping in and catch them off guard, and these guys don't know what the hell they're doing. He doesn't know what he's doing with a boat. I don't know. I mean, he's from New Mexico. I don't know how much boating experience he has had. I've had a lot, and I wouldn't be doing what he's doing, not in this period of year from June to December. Not worth it. Yep. I said no to alcohol for 30 days, guys. So it's mango instead. Oh, Charm needs to make me some juice. Calamansi, mango, watermelon, whatever fruit I got here in the house, apple, oranges. Need to make juice. I need to drink something. I can't just drink water all the time. I would like to have a little juice too, you know? You take away my beer and you force me to drink water only. Come on, give me a break. Banana boat. Yes, thinking about it. Hello, Roger. How are you? Roger says, "Oh my gosh, how you doing, Roger?" K-Shree says, "No dog?" Oh, I have dog, K-Shree. You see these two guys right here? These two guys, when I get up in the morning, before the gate is open, we're going to have leashes on them. The gate in the back is locked right now. The problem I have, even though they're up here enjoying their sleep, the problem I have is the gate down here. They never shut the freaking gate. It's spring loaded, but it only shuts this far. I need to find a way to get a better spring on it, so when I shut it, it'll come all the way back. And it's not doing it. So people open it and they don't latch it, you know, so I gotta latch it. The dog cannot get out of my yard unless he jumps 8 feet over this wall or over that wall 10 feet. The only way he can get out of my yard is by jumping over a wall. And it's a very long jump. And these dogs don't do it. So, and they know that. So the dogs will be fine. I like that when people come walking up the walk, you'll see them. They'll be just sitting here. They have such good hearing. Somebody's coming up my sidewalk, they will start barking at them. They'll go off. I have great watchdogs. But I need to contain them just like everyone else's dog. I need to contain them. I need to get them rabies shots. I need to make sure my dogs have all their vaccines. So that's something we're going to be looking into real soon. They might have eaten it, Matthew, or they might have just killed it and buried it. Because as soon as we start asking questions about, we're going to come take pictures of the dog, we need to observe the dog, and we need to find out who's the owner of the dog, boy, that's when everybody started coming. It's not my dog, it's not my dog. Never saw it before, it's gone. That was just a stray dog. But anyway, the bottom line is they're a bunch of liars. Okay, they're lying. Whole clan of that group in that area, all that family that lives around that area, Batista and Francisco's, are all related to the person that owns the dog. And of course, they have no money that they're going to pay 5,000 to 8,000 pesos to drive me to and from the doctor's office to get my shots, you know? So anyway, I got to pay for my own shots. I got to pay for everything because nobody wants to pay nothing around here. Roger, how are you? Where are you from, Roger? Yep. The banana boat. Yummy mangoes. Yes, they're delicious. Eat the dog, eat your leg. Eat the dog that ate your leg. Yeah, I wish I could, but I can't. Roger, he's not there anymore. The dog bite you because you didn't allow him to go fishing with you. Yeah, I don't even let my own dogs go fishing with me. But no, this dog, Smokey here, this dog was with us, okay? He was with us. He's our dog. He was walking with Charm and me and MJ, right? And we're walking through the village, down this little dirt path, going over, because we were going to buy that house down there on the other end of the village. So we were taking a shortcut down to go to the beach. And these 6 dogs came out of nowhere, out of this one little compound, the Francisco compound, I'll call it. Because that's where the Francisco family lives. They probably got 8 houses there. That's all Franciscos and Batistas that live in that area. So the 6 dogs came from that area. I saw 4 of them today. I didn't see the brown dog, the 5th one. So somebody's probably killed it. Anyway, Smokey was with us. And of course, another dog encroaching on their territory, they're going to get defensive. They're going to try to fight him, chase him off. They got very aggressive. I just happened to be in the way. I yelled at Smokey, "Go home," and Smokey took off. And this tan dog came up behind me and bit me. I didn't have a stick with me. I didn't have a rock with me. I have nothing. I got bit, bam, so quick. was like, that mother humper. And then when you want revenge, you can't get revenge because the dog disappeared. You want to show them your music? MJ got a new toy. Charm's sister in Florida sent this DJ toy to MJ. He's been playing with music tones all day. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, very good, MJ. You're gonna be a DJ one day, huh? All right. He loves it. So, Roger, I'm on Masbate Island over in the Philippines. I live here. Been here for a lot of years. 15 years in the Philippines. I'd love to get some shark meat to fry for the 4th. In 1 hour, we'll turn the aircon on. Chef, mango's fattening. Are you kidding me? You guys want to take away all my vices, huh? So water only. If it's gonna be, it's gotta be water only then. So we're gonna do water, coffee. Coffee is fattening too. It's got sugar in it. So it's gonna be no more coffee. You take away my last vice, my coffee, and you're gonna force feed me no beer. So water and small portions of food, no mango, no fruit. Jeez, you guys are hardcore. Okay, the Lego is healthy. It's not healthy, Roger. I'll show you what happened, Roger, since you're new in my channel. Right here, see that bite mark right there? It's sunk right in the muscle. It's all swollen here, okay? The front tooth, canine tooth, about that long, went right in my leg right there. And then the other, I don't know if I can show you. You see the marks at the back of my leg? Those 3 marks back there? That's where the rest of the bottom teeth of this dog hit me. So he hit me from here to there, okay? And nailed me hard. So I had to get injected in each of the wound sites. Everywhere where there was a hole, I had to get, they stuck a needle in there, injected the antivirus, the rabies antivirus in my leg. And then the lady jokingly, well, I thought she was joking. She says, which leg do you want to shoot the remainder in? I was sitting down like this, right? And she goes, you want the left leg or right leg? And I went like this, I said, whichever one's sexiest. Go ahead and shoot that one. She stuck it in my right leg. She stuck it in. So now, I said, I guess the right leg, right? And then she got me. And then today, this whole leg right in here, this whole area of my leg is so sore. I can barely even walk because she shot all that injection into that leg, the rest of it, after she injected the 4 areas where I got bit. That's a bunch of liquid she injected in me. That's why it hurts so bad. Maybe by tomorrow, this is all absorbed in my body and I'll be doing fine, you know? We'll see. So, Keisharia, shark meat. We'll see what we can do for that, Matthew. If I'm feeling good, I'll get the Lowrance fish finder. We'll put it on this MJ boat, and we'll go out in the ocean out here, where I know where the sharks are, and we'll see if we can't get a couple. We may be able to get a couple. I gotta check. You guys are talking banana. I forgot to check it. Hold on. I had to come out here in the shed. Check my bananas. I saw one yellow yesterday. Anyway, they're looking good. There we go. Lots of fresh bananas, huh? Look at this, guys. Many, many. So this one's starting to turn yellow here. It's not ripe yet. One down here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the bunches off of that and put them here in the house so they can finish ripening and we'll eat them. I don't want to leave them out there in the shed. They'll forget about them and then we won't have any bananas. They'll be gone. They'll forget all about the bananas being out there and then they'll rot. By the time I go out there, they'll be black. I'm glad you guys reminded me when you started talking bananas. We were talking about the banana boat, and you said bananas, and I said, oh, crap. Give me a second, guys. Let me just, The problem is when you do this, all the neighbors come up, they see this beautiful bunch of bananas, and they all come up, oh, can I have some? Can I have some? And one day, all your bananas are gone. Maybe I should leave them, put them back. Or Charm will take some down to her parents, you know, because we have fresh bananas. She'll take them down there tomorrow. And by tomorrow night, I probably won't even get to taste the banana because it'll all be gone, given away to people. Knowing Charm. What do you want, cat? I'm not playing your game. My cat killed a lizard today. Brought it in the house to eat it. Went underneath the bed of underneath my bed, my bedroom, to eat the lizard. All right. Biodegradable, guys. Goes out in my yard out here. One rotten banana. That's about, you know, why living in the province is so nice. All this stuff that's biodegradable can be gone so quick. You just toss it over the wall, under the mango tree, by the other banana trees. It gives them plenty of nourishment, gives plenty of, you know, extra fertilizer for them, and they just rot. Okay. So, isn't that nice, guys? You see all the bananas I got now? Look at that. Beautiful bananas, huh? Got all these off that one bunch. So, we got a whole bunch of trees here. We got a lot of banana trees. So we always have fresh fruit. We have mangoes. And we'll still have plenty when you come over here, Kay-Cherie. We have jackfruit, fresh jackfruit and mangoes. And see, we have many papayas. It's getting ripe. This one, we're going to cut that and eat it with the vinegar. And that'll be good. Squash, calabaza, potatoes. You guys know this one? Camote, like sweet potato. We actually bought those at the market. We were coming back from a spot day. Charm said, if you see camote, stop. The second stand I came, oh, I stopped. There's your camote, huh? So she got her camote. All right. Let's get these bananas in the house. That's good. We'll have bananas to eat for the next couple days. They'll get ripe quick now. Huh?
I want to on the fan.
The fan? Yeah, where's Mama?
The fan to the bed.
Where's Mama?
The room.
Well, the fan to the bed, the battery's right there.
I don't know how.
Hold on, guys. Here, let's hook your wire up. I have a special fan here for MJ, right over him. He sleeps right here. It's a 12-volt fan.
Yes, sir.
Okay, on your fan. Try. Okay, you got power. Good?
Yeah.
This is my meds I got to take, guys. Amoxicillin, antibiotics. 3 a day for 7 days. Good now? Okay. Anyway. So what we've been doing lately is Charm and I have been putting together for the trip we got to make to Cavite, to Manila. So we're putting the funds, moving everything into one peso account from dollar to peso. The exchange rate is really good right now. So we're doing a of all dollar, moving dollar to peso. And we're basically preparing to buy the house over in Cavite, which is the price tag is 1.7 million. So we got to put 1.7 million into one account. and prepare all that. So that's what Charm and I have been busy doing. So she's really crunching numbers, working right now, getting all the money moved and things like that. I'm moving money from the U.S. She's putting money into peso account. This is mangoes, guys. Look at this. Look at all these mangoes. You see this, K-Cherie? Look at the size of these guys. Huge. We have a basket full of them. Getting ripe. Look at the size of this sucker. Look at this. Look how big. I got a big hand too. Look at the size of this mango. They're big. Plenty big. Got a whole basket of big mangoes here. So we're just eating them slowly, you know. Peel them and eat them. Make mango shakes. And tomorrow I'll ask Charm to make me some mango shake. I can have mango shake and water. So I have my water, guys. Yeah, it sucks. Gotta drink water, no beer. I love beer, you know. I do. It's not about being an alcoholic or anything. I like to sit down in the evening with a cold beer in my hand. It's just something about we can't do drugs over here. You can't do anything like that. I haven't done drugs all my life, but I used to smoke. I quit that when I was 48 years old. That's 17 years ago. So I don't have that vice anymore. The only vice I have is having a couple beers a day. And now I can't even do that. Taken away by the damn dog. Ugh. Oh, I got to show you guys this trick. I think I showed you before. Before I showed somebody in one of my live feeds. These are lemon seeds I'm saving right here. I'm going to plant lemon seeds. So I got a whole bunch of lemon seeds here. I'm just drying them right now. Save them. I'll get ready to plant them. But this is the mango seeds from the large mango. I'll show you a trick on how to germinate quickly. Those of you in the Philippines can learn this, okay? I don't have my tripod out here. So let's do like this. Let's see if I can show you folks how to do this. All right. So what you're going to do basically is you can feel in here, it's skinny here, there's nothing here. And then over here you can feel a seed. Okay, inside it's fat right here. There's a seed there, okay? So what you got to do is you got to open this section on this end right here. And the easiest way to do it is like this, a serrated blade. Okay, just use it like a saw. Try to saw it like that until you get an opening. Okay, you're able to break it like this. Just kind of break it. I'll do a little more. I'm not going to cut my hand, guys. Famous last words, right? Okay, so I cut it open like that and cut the whole end off the mango is what I did. I'm just twisting it now. Okay, so I cut the whole end off the mango seed, right? Now what I'm going to do, let's chuck that over in the woods. Now I'm going to open up the rest of the sheathing, starting a tree, and right here is where the root will start out. All right, so right now this one's ready to put in the dirt. People put them in the dirt like this, or they fall on the ground like this with this over them. And it takes about an extra 2 weeks for it to be able to, roots to be able to penetrate from here out of the sheathing, right? And start growing the leaves, branching the leaves out from this. But if I take this and put it in the seedling bag, in about 4 weeks, I'm going to see little green leaves popping up. And I'm going to have a new yellow mango tree growing out here. All right, so that's how I do it. And I try to plant a lot of these seeds. If I have a lot of mangoes, the big ones like I have, I want to see if I can produce something very similar. The big mangoes, that's how you do it. Take it out of the sheathing, okay? So anyway, there's one. I got one more to do. I just have one more, only it's starting to turn black on the outside. So we're going to open this one up. Oh, that wasn't good. There he is. I see him. Okay. So we just open him up like that. And look at that, guys. Another perfect mango seed to plant. So there you go. That's how it's done. Now, these will germinate really fast into a bag. What?
I see them my magic trick.
Yeah, show them your trick. Show me your trick.
It's
I gotta
gone.
wash my hands.
It's gone.
Oh, your thumb's gone. I'll tell them.
Papa, now my hand is back.
Okay, very good. Now go to bed.
Again.
Go to bed now. Take the baton, put it somewhere. I don't want it on the floor. Okay, guys. So there you go. That's how we do it. That's how we get mango seed out of the sheet, and it looks just like this when you get it out. Okay, so we got 2 of them now. Now I can take these tomorrow, and I can put them into a seedling bag, like a 1 gallon size. I have in the back there. Water it good, and here in a couple of weeks, I'm gonna have some new mango plants to put in the ground. Really, really easy, really nice, and grow those big green mangoes I'm eating. Pretty awesome, huh? I love making trees, guys. I love trees, so I'm always doing something like this. All right, let's see what else is going on. We don't have to go deep sea for sharks, Matt. Nassau Sound is full of them. There you go, guys. Then you bring some shark meat over here, Matthew. Messiah Vlog, hello, hello. Hi, Joseph. Okay, Cherie. Maya, fish, yummy. Roger says, Ruben Go is gone again. Mango is gone now. I love mango. Roger, you should be turning blue soon. Bye-bye. I'm swimming a shark. Michael, brother, if you catch a few before I get there, can you save them for me? There you go. Michael, help save some for him. Ice cream is the shark's friend, huh? Very nice. I don't know why he's not blue yet. Roger, I made Roger blue. Roger, hold on. Stay in there a second, Roger, if you're still with me, okay? Just give me a second. Sajal Singh says, what are you yapping about? Hello, hello. I got to make this guy a moderator. Give me a second. Roger, want to remove him? Okay, then I'm going to put him back. For some reason, he didn't take. He did not get his moderator when I gave it to him. Now he will. He may not get it till next time. Ideals, happy birthday to me, Ruby. Well, happy birthday, Ruby. Ruby's 40 years old, guys. Everybody tell Ruby happy birthday. TikTok to have charm baby you massages would be good. I wish. I told her last night, Charm, can you help me? I just can't sleep. She rolled over the other way, went to sleep. Okay, thank you, hon. Thank you a lot. I said, do I have fever? She goes, yeah, you're hot. I was burning up last night, guys. I had fever. I'm not kidding. I couldn't sleep. I bet I didn't get 3 hours sleep last night. But then I laid here in the living room. I had my phone in front of me. All of a sudden, I dropped my phone. Oh, what the hell? I'm going to bed. I laid down, shut my eyes, and I slept a couple hours this afternoon, or today. And can't drink, nothing else to do. What are you going to do? Sit here and watch TV all day? Watch your phone all day? No, I got to get out of the house. I got to do things. But yeah, I should, huh? I'll see if she'll baby me tonight. We'll see. Evie, hello, welcome. All right, Aussie Jake, really, is that you, legend? Ideals. Happy birthday, Ruby. Evie, is sure, mate. I need to swap back. It's raining in America. Where do you live, Roger? In the U.S. Where do you live? I usually cut them off. I tried eating one. Didn't like it. Really? That's legend. I hope you're good. Ideals. I'll cook one up for you. All right. That's awesome. Hook and go fishing. I have a boat. I'll try to put you on them. I like flounders, reds, and trout. Boy, that'll be fun. You guys have fun. Yeah, the dog's a fugitive. I will never see it again. I guarantee you. They killed and got rid of the dog. They don't want to pay my medical bill. So, make the dog disappear. That's what they do. It's good. It's dead. But, like the doctor said, if it's a stray dog, you can't observe the dog to see if it had rabies. It might die. If it dies, you know it had rabies. And then he said, if you can't observe it, then you'll have to come back for a 4th shot because the pierced skin, the way the dog pierced in your skin, I'm a category 3, which is the worst category. So a lot of people don't like shark steak, but well-seasoned nuggets or strips are great. I love shark meat. The only one I don't eat, Matthew, is blue shark, because the blue shark pisses within its body, ammonia. It's an ammonia smell. I don't eat blue shark, but I have tried sand shark, and I have tried mako, and I've tried black tip reef shark here, and thresher. All the sharks in California that I've caught, we've eaten, and the black tip reef sharks here are good. So I know we cook them in coconut milk, make like steaks, cook it in coconut milk. Very, very delicious. I like it. Sajal Singh just got here. Welcome, Sajal. All right. She's tried shark meat too. Anything bigger than 5 feet don't taste that good due to mercury levels. Random American dude. Yeah, I live in the Philippines. Sajal, are you from India or Pakistan? Did you like it? I don't want to eat shark, but I've tried stingray and it tastes good. I've tried stingray, I've tried eel, I've tried shark. Here, about every kind of fish you can eat here I've tried. And crabs and lobster and shrimp, and even the mantis shrimp I've eaten. So Matthew says, well, I have some in my bloodline. You're Norwegian. All right. Coconut milk, spicy. Yes, I love that, K-Shree. Stingray. Well, Matthew, they have it over here if you want to try it. My brother-in-law knows how to cook it. I didn't care for stingray too much. I really didn't like it so much. Time for work. Have beer. Free night. Awesome, Michael. Enjoy your beer, bro. I wish I could, but I cannot, guys. J Bab says black coffee. Yep. Stingray, tall, yay, yummy. My vice is peanut butter. Well, Jeff, you know mine too. You saw the peanut butter I got over here on my shelf. I love peanut butter. It's good stuff. That's I got a bunch of peanut butter here. In fact, I'm going to make peanut butter cookies. Mike has been bugging the hell out of me. Maybe tomorrow. I'm not doing anything. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? Today's Wednesday? Yeah. Tomorrow's Thursday. I don't have to go anywhere tomorrow. My shot's on Friday. What I'm going to do for my next shot is I'm just going to jump on my motorcycle. I'm going to ride over to Pulang Duta, which is at the end of the island next to Kalampang. Okay, where I drop the people off that go to Rojas City and stuff, where I drop them. The next barangay you have to go through is Pulang Duta. So I will go to Pulang Duta and I will see Dr. Glenn. He's already told Charm that the shot is 1,890, which is about 1,200 more than every other doctor. But if I drive to Masbate City, I'm going to spend that 1,200 in fuel, in diesel in my truck, to drive there and back. I might as well go to Dr. Glenn on my motorcycle and use 1 liter of fuel, 1 liter of gasoline, cruise over to his house, and then cruise back and prop my foot back up. I hope my foot's feeling better tomorrow. But while I'm at it, if I'm going to be on the bike, I may as well take my all-terrain tires to the motorcycle shop and have the guy install them for me. I might as well do that. I'm going from a 150/60 17 tire to a 160/60 17 tire, keeping the same low profile but going a bit wider, and it's all terrain. I couldn't find a 150/60 17, so I had to go to the 160/60 17. It was a little bit wider tire, but in mud you'd usually like to have a smaller tire, skinnier tire. But I think on this big bike, it's a 400, and I think I want to have a wider tire in the back because our road is not exactly just mud. It's mud, clay, and gravel, all kind of mixed. So I believe with this new all-terrain tire, I'll be able to drive it on the road in the wintertime without having too many problems. I should be okay. Right now, it's got street tires on it, guys, and the front tire is almost slick. When you buy these street bikes, like fast bikes, like the Ninja and all that, they all have a certain racing style tire made for high speed. Well, that's what's on it right now. But when you run into mud and dirt roads, that tire is slick on top on the front, The back one is a brand new tire. I put a Beast tire on that. It's got, tread on it, deep tread, but it fills up with mud quick because it's not made for all terrain. It's a street tire. It's made for cement and to push the water away, so you keep good traction. So I'm going to an all-terrain. It'll push the water away, keep good traction, and take me through muddy, rocky roads. That's my plan. I love peanut butter. Mine is red velvet cake. Wow, Matthew, cool. I did not bite it back. The dog disappeared today. I went to take pictures of it, and magically it's gone. And the people who owned it, that everyone told me owned it, came crying up here to Charm today. Oh, it's not my dog. It's not my dog. It's not mine. That's a stray dog. Nobody knows whose it is. And then you go over there, magically, it's a stray dog. Why is it gone? The stray dog in their little compound. Then why would the dog disappear? Why is he not there anymore? Tell me. Because somebody owned the dog, didn't want to pay the medical bill, and killed the dog. Or got rid of him. In one day, boom, he's gone. He's gone. Because they know I'm coming after him. They knew it. I was going to take the police right to the house. And now all of a sudden it doesn't belong to them. And there's no dog there now. So no dog, no proof. No nothing to take police to. No need to make a police report. But since I know the family very well, and we've been supporting the kids of that family very well. Not Judah's kids. The Francisco family. Okay. So I'm thinking, why do I want to keep supporting? Charm said, why 11K? What? Hold on. Hold on, guys. Dear Michael Lee White, a deposit was made to your Betcher bank account. Hold on, guys. Josh gave $200 to buy me a coffee. Okay, Josh Wilson gave $200 the other day to the Buy Me a Coffee fund for, I think it was for the kids of Judith, is what he gave it for. And I just took it out of the Buy Me a Coffee and threw it in the bank account. Charms asked me, why 11K? Well, figure with the exchange rate, 60 point whatever, times $187, that's $11,187. Or pesos, 11,000 pesos. She thought Wi-Fi. Charm's all confused. I'm trying to make sure she puts all the money where the money belongs. The money that comes in from you guys at different times, you guys earmark it for certain things, different people. Like yesterday, somebody gave a super chat, $20 super chat for my shots, right? To take care of my shots from the dog. I was much, much appreciated. But I generally don't earmark money for myself. I usually take the money that you guys give, and then I put that into the school fund. Everything I like to just add into the school fund and not take any money out of the channel. So the money you guys gave for the shots, I don't plan to take it out. I mean, we already bought the shots. I don't plan to take the money and keep it. I plan to use that towards the school fund, because we got another big project coming up. There's going to be more than we've collected in a long time. It's going to be a pretty good project coming up. So we're going to try. Yeah, that was a big mouth dog, J-Pap. It sure was, Jeff. They look better than yesterday. I think you can have a beer now. Jimmy John trying to get me in trouble. No beer. No. The fix hurts worse than the bite. Exactly. The bite had stopped hurting. I woke up. I elevated my leg. I put ice on it real good the night I got the bite. I elevated it. The next morning I got up. I was walking pretty damn good. I go to see the doctor, and now I can't even freaking walk. He shot all them shots in me, and my arms are sore. My legs are sore. Oh. Yep. Banana boat. Yes, hide the food. Banana a day keeps the muscle cramps away. Sure does, Jeff. Sure does. So I got plenty of bananas right now. So Michael just can't sit still. I'm trying to learn how, Jimmy John. The problem is I got to lose this weight. I got to spend this 30 days trying to get this stomach off me, you know? And I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it gone. That's why I'm trying to walk as much as I can. Walking down to the boat. Even though I'm gimping, I'm still walking. I'm not taking the bike and riding. You know, I'm going to just gimp slowly, go down to the beach, come back up the sidewalk. That's painful because you got to really push with the muscles that the dog bit into. The calf muscle, he bit his tooth right in the top of the calf muscle. And, you know, guys, I think he hit a vein because it bled. I'm not joking. It was over 4 hours. It was just dripping out steadily, running down my leg for about 2 hours, blood coming out of me. So maybe I lost a half a pint of blood just from the blood dripping out of my leg and for 2 hours. And then I started trying to clean it. They cleaned it with calamansi. When I went over to the guy's house, they were cleaning it with calamansi and some kind of leaves he had over there. I don't think it was malunggay. It was some other leaves he was cleaning the wound with. So he had cut calamansi in half and he was squeezing the calamansi juice in the bites, the wound of the dog. So anyway, I don't know how much that helped or what that did. It didn't stop the bleeding because I kept bleeding for about another 2 hours. There's about 4 hours of seepage coming out of that wound on the top of my leg. And so I think he hit a vein and it took a while for the blood to coagulate enough around the vein to stop it from bleeding, to allow it to start healing. Because then whenever my stool was really dark today. So I think the blood's starting to be absorbed back into my body from what was going under the skin from the bite. All of it didn't come out of the wound hole. It was a puncture wound. So some of it more than likely went under the skin as well. My body's starting to absorb it back in now. And a couple days I'll be well. You know, a puncture wound, whether you step on a nail or sit on a nail or, you know, that type of puncture wound, especially when it's from a tooth, you know, going in your leg, right in the muscle, that hurts. It's not fun, you know. So anyway, I'll be okay. Banana draws mosquitoes. Well, I have to break out some mosquito repellent, huh? It stays longer in the refrigerator. Yeah, but it's not even ripe yet. They're green, they're hard. We'll eat them as they ripen. As they turn yellow, we'll start eating them. So I'll be slicing them up in cereal and things like that. Putting them on banana with peanut butter sandwiches, crunchy peanut butter and banana. So I've got a loaf of bread here. I can make some good old sandwiches out of them. That's good for Turan. Yes. Bread, shakes, and chips. All right. Can't wait to get there, Matthew says. Oh, you're going to enjoy it. Well, bring banana chips, Mike. Thank you, Kesari. Those are really good. Yeah, we're going to put Kesari in the kitchen. All that food I see on her channel, she's got to know how to cook. Either that or she eats out a lot. But we'll buy it. We'll let Kesari cook it for us. When the banana get ripe, you can make it as a banana cake. Yes, we do that sometimes too. Why, my son is crying. She's laughing at Matt. Michelle, banana rum cake. Yeah. She said, yes, Soul, I cook. Yeah, we're going to put her in the kitchen. Her and Charmer, we whipping up some good food for us. Then I'm going to get fat again, Kesari. I got to not eat too much. You'll see, I don't eat that much. Beautiful Souls, you may haven't tried rum cake. Rum with Coke only. Maybe Mike wants that. I cannot have alcohol right now. Beautiful Soul, you're teasing me too, huh? You guys know I can't have alcohol. So it's rum, beer, rum. You guys are hitting me with everything, huh? Yummy. Don't overextend yourself. I won't, Matthew. I'm fine. I laid around all day today. Then I got up, went down to the beach, talked to my father-in-law. I went down, took pictures of the septic tank that's on the beach. Let me show you guys this. You got to see this. I took these pictures today. I'm getting ready to report this to the DENR. I'll go green screen, get my head out of the way. Hold on. Okay, watch this. Okay, this is the first one, right? Okay, this is a piggery. It's got 12 bad boys in it, okay? And you can't see it. The septic tank is to the right corner where you can't see it. Next to the wall, on the right side, they put a septic tank. Okay, it's about 8 feet long, 6 feet deep, 8 foot by 4 foot by 6 foot deep. That's the septic tank for the piggery, right? right on the beach. I'm going to show you in a second. Okay, let's go back. Just a minute. Green screen. Here we go, guys. Okay, and then the brick building here, that is their home. You see how close that is to the water? That is their home septic tank right on the beach. Okay, I'm reporting that one. You're not allowed to dig a septic tank within 30 meters of the water, of the body of water. And that's 10 meters from the water. Okay, so that septic tank is going to get looked at too. Soon. Take a look at it, because the regional health unit is coming here this week. And I want to be down there and make sure I point out that piggery, this house, and the piggery at the other end of the village, stinking everybody out at the other end of the village. The same family owns a lot down there on the beach, and they're stinking everybody out. So we're going to put a good old stop to this nonsense. All right, let me show you what else I got here. Here you go. Yeah, there's the septic right there behind the tree. You see that? That's their piggery. That's their septic. They dug out on the beach to put the septic tank in. What are you doing in my picture? What?
Can we on the aircon in the middle bed?
No.
We're gonna sleep.
No. No.
8%.
84? No. Too early still. Anyway, that's the high tide mark there. Let's see. Okay, there's my boat, guys, that we're working on. For those of you who haven't seen it yet, that is the boat I'm preparing for PK and Along to take over to Panay Island. It's plenty big enough to go to Panay Island, don't get me wrong. The sides are high enough. The motors are going to be good. The boat's going to be beautiful. It's going to haul ass. The problem is I'm sending a 100% inexperienced guy to be out on that boat with another guy who's very weak. He's tall, lanky, and weak. He doesn't have a lot of strength right now. So they may only have one engine running while they're going, because I don't know if they're able to start the second engine. Okay, that has to remain to be seen if they can start it. Okay, this picture is showing another piggery on the beach, right on the sand of the beach, right next to my little greenhouse you see to the left down there in the corner. Then you have that little shack there they used to buy fish, and then a piggery right on the beach. This one is only 3 bad boy inside. This is what it looks like. Got 3 pigs in there. Okay, I stopped to take a look at it. But it's right on the beach. Okay, and I don't know where their septic is, or if it even has a septic. They may just flush the pig shit right on the beach, for all we know. RHU, Regional Health Unit, will see that. They'll be looking at all of this, because you just can't put piggeries on the beach. I don't care if it's got 1 pig or 5 pigs. You can't do it. You can't dig septic tanks on the beach. That's sanitation. 30 meters from the shoreline is where you can legally dig a septic tank. It must be at least 30 meters from the shoreline. None of these are 30 meters. They're not even 10 from the high tide mark. That's the bad part. So what's happening is the tide's coming in. The water comes in through the sand from the beach at whatever level the tide's at, right? The water will penetrate right through sand. So it goes right over to their septic tank, which is sitting there. But the ocean water is in the bottom of the septic tank by about 4 feet. The septic is open on the bottom, right? So the ocean water is coming into the bottom of their septic tank, and it's putting water in the septic tank. And then when the tide goes out, it drains back out. Well, what's it taking back out into the ocean? Poo and pee. That's why I'm so pissed about it, because we swim out here. Now, we're not swimming this time of year. There's jellyfish. So no one's going to get sick. But can you imagine what is it going to take to sanitize the beach now? It's contaminated with pig feces and pee. Got to be stopped. I'm going to fight it all the way up. These pictures I got, I'm going to send to DENR, to the Regional Health Unit, Health Office. I'm going to send all of this. I got to get pictures of the other piggery at the other end of the village, right behind the Barangay Hall, right where Jara lives. Her parents live there, her grandma. All the pig poop smell from that piggery goes in their house. All they smell is pig shit all day. This has got to stop. People don't have to live like that. We don't have to live like we're living in a piggery. And then when I approached them and said, you need to move your piggery, you broke the law, I'm putting it here. Granted, a white guy ain't got no say-so, okay? I know that. Okay, I'm a foreigner here. I got no say-so on what's going on. But for the lady to spout, just run her mouth back to me, if you want my piggery moved, you need to pay me. I ain't got to pay you nothing. Now, you get reported to everybody, all the way up. You're going to be reported to every government office until they shut you down. And you pay a big old fine because you're not just doing it in one end of the village, you've done it in two ends of the village and your home. You put a septic from your home right on the beach. So now, what do you got to say, lady? They're coming. They're coming this week. But I'm going to follow up tomorrow by taking all these pictures. That's why I labeled them, the 12 bad boy in this one, how far it is, 10 meters from the high tide mark, not 30 meters. They're residential houses within 100 meters of the piggeries. The law says you cannot put a piggery in a residential area within 500 meters of residential homes. Simple enough to understand the law, but these people don't understand the law. So I made copies of it, and I sent it to her messenger today. I'm going to see if she takes it for action before the RHU comes this week. I have a feeling if the government comes, they're going to be fined a lot of money because they clearly broke the law, intentionally broke the law, to have a septic tank that drains right into the ocean. I hope they get fined the hell out of them. 1 million pesos or more. I hope so. Taken away by a damn dog. I need sweet tea. Nah, I don't need sugar. I need to heal up. Sugar slows down your healing. If Mike had stayed overnight, he'll have the whole hospital repainted before he leaves. I would. Michael killed the mango. Yes, I do. Mainly off-grid. How you doing? Boy, it's been a long time. Last time I saw you, you were having a bonfire outside your property. God, it's been a while since I've been to your channel. I've got to get over and see what you got going on. Beautiful soul. All right. She's laughing her ass off. The plant father. Yeah, if they can remember to water them. Exactly. Well, that's why I put them, Matthew, into seedling bags and put them right here growing on my back porch so I can water them because they don't water nothing. The ladies here don't water nothing. So now I do it. As long as I'm home, it's when I go somewhere for a week or two that they should be watering and they're not. They're ignoring the plants. And when I came back to, I guess I lost about 6, 7 plants already this year. There's some I can't recover. There's about 5 I'm trying, but about 6 of them I can't. They're dead. They're gone. Michael cut MJ. Matthew's laughing. Yeah, he'll just show you his finger disappearing. Jimmy John made beautiful laugh. All right. I know, you guys see the mango and it splattered on my head when I cut that mango. I turned Indian. Hello, Hookset John. Indian mango. Yes. I'm so far behind. I'm catching up. Jimmy John, maybe the doctor hit the dog. Another 600. Ka-ching. Hi, Ruby. K3 Sharks in Wyoming today. No rain. All right. Wyoming is God's country. Shepherd's Chapel. Hello. Welcome. Thank you. We don't discuss religion. It's okay if you want to come in and throw us a Bible verse. It's okay, Shepherd's Chapel. But we don't discuss religion in our channel. Just so you know, religion and politics are off limits in my channel. Peanut butter is good in kari kari. It sure is. I'll be in Portland Friday. Nice. 1890, yeah. Definitely, it had to be the doctor. He heard about it, came over here and hid the frickin' dog. Let's make Michael come to me. No, the thing is, guys, I'm doing it Friday. I'll go to Dr. Glenn. That costs $18.90. But Monday, the doctor in Balud said, I will have my rabies shots on Monday. So she'll have them. They're free. So Monday I go, I pay $18.90 on Friday. Monday I get a free shot. So it's better than driving 2 hours there to Masbate and 2 hours back. All the diesel and everything. I don't have anything to do with Masbate. I don't need to go. Be wasting fuel. You know, that's how I'm looking at things. And I don't want to ride my bike. to Masbate because it's been raining a lot in Masbate City. So I'd rather just stay out of Masbate City, you know. It rained on us. We went there. When we went Tuesday, it was raining on us. Yesterday. Going, it was raining, and coming back, it had stopped raining. Yes, Jimmy John's laughing. Jim, craziness. You go to doctor on Friday, and as you leave, the dog will pop up and bite you to make the doctor some more money. Well, the next time any dog pop-ups to bite me, he's going to be in for a rude awakening, guys. Because I've got these little small spray bottles I'm going to start carrying that's going to have vinegar and hot pepper in them. And I've also looked into buying pepper spray. You can buy it on Shopee. So I can get pepper spray, okay? Although it's a small dosage. It'd be enough to deter these freaking little dogs, you know? And like everyone else tells me, just carry a big stick with you when you're walking. Just swing it at the dog. He'll run. He's not going to stick around and get hit by the bamboo. So that dog's a haul ass. So they're not going to come and bite me again. I guarantee you. I'll be ready for him. I'm going to do more walking. I got to lose my stomach, you know? So I got to do more walking to get rid of that. And in doing that, I'm going to walk all over the village. And the next group of dogs that threatens me, I'm going to threaten them back. And if I see the dog where he lives, I'm going to walk over to his owner and say to them clearly, tie your dog up or he's going to be dead. That's all I'm going to tell him. I don't know how he's going to die, but tie him up because he's going to be dead when he bites somebody. The person's going to demand it. So either tie your dogs up, don't let them threaten people, or they're going to be dead. So far, 2 dogs bit me and one other guy within 1 week's time. The other guy is recovering still. He had his shots, right? And the dog was killed. They killed the dog. Now this one bit me and the dog disappeared. I'm sure he's dead too. So, yeah, the 9th grade girl I helped get her school supplies. Yes, she did that, Matthew. She ordered it the same day or that evening. Her mother came over and thanked us. Thank you so much. Next time we're chatting, you and I are chatting and her mother comes up, I'll let her tell you personally thank you. Her mother was right here the other day, so she always comes over. So yes, she did get it, and her brother. They're both high schoolers, and they both got money for uniforms, shoes, and their school supplies. And then Charm and I helped out. We picked 3 more families. In fact, they were from Layag, over there where I got bit. We picked 3 more families, and we gave 1,000 pesos to each of them. One of them had 3 kids. We gave 2,000 to them, and then we gave 1,000 to each of the other family for their kid. So we just said, okay, we're going to pick some kids in high school that we know don't have money, and let's help them as well. We always help the elementary school, but this time we decided to help some high schoolers. And also, we helped Micah's grade 8 this year. So Micah's class for grade 8 will all receive Christmas presents from Charm and I. We don't go, if we don't have a child in the school in a grade, we don't go overboard except for the elementary school. So the high school, last year we did all of the students in grade 7 in her class got Christmas gifts from us. Pajamas, toothbrush, toothpaste. I forgot what else Charm gave them. So we gave them all Christmas gift. And this year, all the students moved up to grade 8. So come Christmas time, Micah's class, grade 8, will also receive Christmas gifts. So by grade 9, probably everybody's going to want to be in Micah's class. Anyway, it's fun. Yes, bless you, Matthew. Thank you so much for helping them. Thank you. Yes, Jimmy John is a big contributor also, guys, for our channel. He's contributed a lot of money to rebuild the elementary school. Thank you, Jimmy John. It was awesome. Michael Apostle bought all the wood for the desks. If Michael's in here still, the desks are completed as far as being built, and they look really nice. And now I'm waiting. I talked to the principal this morning, and I said, I understand you have paint already for the desks. He said, yes, I do. Okay. I said, we need it. 2 gallons, dark brown. We'll paint all your desks dark brown. That way, if they're white, the kids will write on them, you know? If they're dark brown, you can't see it. So the kids probably won't try to graffiti or write on the desks because it'd be covered in brown, dark brown paint. It's hard to see anything on it, so the kids will leave it alone. So we're looking at 10 desks are already built. I'll have to make a video and show you guys. 'Cause I looked at it, I checked them out. I don't think I made a video though. I will go do that. I can share it with you folks. All right, I just happened to be on video call with Mike when she showed up looking for help. No big deal. Matthew, I'm a little short on that Falcons jersey. What you say, bud? All right, he wants a Falcons jersey. Atlanta Falcons jersey. Still great of you to do, Matthew. Bless you, brother. Yes, thank you. Matthew says, I don't like Falcons anymore. Go Dogs. All right. Yeah, Jim Craziness, that's rabies, huh? The owner forgot to tell that dog, don't bite the leg that feeds you. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Today, I was really pissed when I went downstairs after the lady claimed that it wasn't hers, and we go look for the dog, and the dog disappeared. And I was pissed. I told Charm, I said, forget this family. At Christmas time, no need to call their name. No need to give them Christmas gift. You know? It's their dog, and they all want to cover and hide for their family member that owns the dog and act like none of them own it, don't know whose dog it is. You know, if you're going to lie behind my back, why should I spend Christmas time putting together nice Christmas gifts for all of you? My God. So, yeah, I got to look at all the names on the list to come up Francisco and make a decision then. If things have calmed down or they become nice or whatever, but if they're still naughty like they are now, Santa Claus ain't giving them nothing. We still give to the other kids, but when it comes to the name Francisco, there just won't be a name called. I'll tell Ruel when you call the names, do not call any name Francisco out. They're not going to get a gift because that family has pissed me off. So why should I help any of them? No, I'm not like that. You guys know better than that. Just piss me off. 50 sit-ups away to lose the beer belly. Gary Wooten. All right. Crunches. You know, I've been looking at this chair Tai Chi. They say do chair Tai Chi instead of crunches. Chair Tai Chi is supposed to be really good. So I'm going to start looking at that. Maybe I did some screenshots of the exercise I saw him doing in the commercial. I think I can do that. If I stick to a regimen like that, maybe it's all about the belly. And they're really concentrating on putting a six-pack back on a guy. So we'll see. Good to see you, Gary. It's not going to help with your weight loss. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to walk and not eat as much. Walk more. I'm not drinking beer. Drinking water only. So I think what I'm doing, this is a good opportunity to get rid of my tummy. Guys, it's not that big, okay? I'm not fat, that fat. I'm really not. I'll even stand up and show you guys. I'm not even going to suck it in, okay? That's my tummy. See, from a side view, I'm not that fat. But I got to lose that. I don't want that. I got to lose it because my dad at my age had a belly about twice this size. And I'm afraid if I don't do something about it now, it's just going to get big like his was. You know, huge belly on my father. That's why I think it's hereditary. Have you been to my channel, Stinkbug? Yes, I went to your channel. You want me to go to your channel again? I'll go there. I left comment on you already. I liked and left comment on some of your videos. Recharge yourself, mate. Rest. I will. Yeah, Keishri, there's 12. And they are too close to the ocean. Yeah, tall, lanky, and weak. Yeah, that guy is no good. I'm sending him with him because he knows the water. He knows the ocean. He'll know to slow the motor down when you're about to torpedo the boat under the wave, where this PK doesn't know that. You know, he doesn't understand boating. I guarantee he's probably he's never been on a boat in the Philippines, for one thing. The waves here don't hit you from only one direction. You're not on a lake, you know. The waves here hit you from three directions. The currents coming around islands, you know, land masses, around corners of the island. It's coming from all different directions, the wave and the currents. And it hits you from all those angles, and the waves are like that. They're choppy. They're up and down and choppy. And if you're not used to it, you don't know how to drive across them. You're going to put the whole front of the boat under the water, you know? And I don't want that to happen. So, yeah, exactly. He can pull his kilt out and hang it up and make a sail out of it. Yeah, he was talking about putting a sail on it, so maybe that's an opportunity, a time for that is to make a kilt sail. Hello, Ronnie. How are you, brother? No, Gary, I'm way up here, bro. my house from here, you see this going down the slope? It goes down. The ocean's about 10 meters, 30 feet below me. I'm way up on a hill. I don't have to worry about anything in my house. I live on a hill and water runs downhill, right? Goes down to the ocean, doesn't come uphill. So I'm not anywhere near any water. The water from here on my house goes down to the beach. This whole, I'll show you this, guys. The whole thing is engineered. I engineered it, okay? This, I'll get a flashlight. I want to show you what I did here to make sure that my house is gonna never go anywhere, okay? Just gotta find a flashlight here. Oh, I'm gimping. There we go, got a flashlight. Okay, turn it around. Excuse me. All right, what I did when I built my home is over here, I dug down 4 feet, okay? The water, the dirt level is way up here on the wall, okay? I dug down 4 feet, all the way down to here, 4 feet down, and then all this has been dug down, okay? 4 feet, all the way back. And then we started building our house. We moved in 1 meter and started building the house, right? Down below the ground level. Then, you see this hole right here? I'll explain that hole in a minute. You guys may already know what that one's all about. What I did is I raised this wall here, goes all the way down the front of my yard. You see how tall this wall is? Okay, there's a reason for the height. But what happened is this wall was only a hollow block wall before, and I put a side of this wall, 1 meter is still my land. Okay, we moved over from the property line 1 meter, put in a drain box, so any water on this side from the mountain coming down, the hill coming down on all these properties above us, the water comes right here, can go through this drain, into this ditch here. Okay, there's a ditch here underneath that orange pipe. And then it comes out here, and it goes down here. All the water comes down my sidewalk, okay? All of it. You go down here, I'm gonna just walk down a little bit. Not gonna go too far, I'm gonna lose my signal. Okay, let me try to show you guys. Okay, you see this? Down, 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 right? The beach is way out there. You got to go way down this hill and walk out. It's 30 minutes or 30 seconds to get to the beach walking. But you see it's all down here. So this is all engineered to carry water to the beach, to not obstruct the flow of the water in its natural path going down this hillside. Okay, this is the natural flow of the water was right here. Okay. I'll show you something else is pretty cool. Over here, right here on this side, you see that rock formation here? Let me see if I can get a little closer to it. I'm gimping around, guys. I'm gimping, limping. Okay, right here, you see this rock formation? This is quartz. This vein right here, you see? This is a quartz vein that runs all my property. See the quartz here? It runs all the way up from down there at my well. The well, inside my well, is a 2 foot wide white quartz vein. And then up here, this is all quartz here, guys. The vein comes up, goes right up under my house. I've never had this tested for gold. It could have gold in it, for all I know. But anyway, I've never had it tested, but that's a quartz vein over there on that side. And then it goes down. And basically, all of my sidewalks are engineered so water, you see the lip on it? It's got a lip on my sidewalks. So water can flow down to the ocean. There's my cat. Psst. Come here, tiger. Here, look at this. Many, 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 huh? There you go. Ah, huge. There's my cat. Okay. Shut the gate, keep the dogs in. Anyway, I engineered this so water could flow, not to obstruct. And then what happened is, my smart-ass neighbor next door, oh, he's got a ditch going to the river, or going down to the beach. We'll just do our laundry right here on the other side of the wall. And we'll just flush our drain down through his system. Okay? They want to put their soapy water down through my drain system. So what happened is it started turning green, moldy green, making my walkway very, very, very free. I couldn't pressure wash it fast enough to keep the green muck off of it. Okay. Finally, I said, enough's enough. I went and talked to him. I said, hey, can you please move your washing machine laundry to another side of your yard, the other side, and quit flushing the water down here? Rainwater's fine, but soapy water is no good. You're making the algae form, and now it's making it slippery. Nobody can walk down the sidewalk anymore. So the neighbor, in all of their genius wisdom, decided, we'll just block the drain line. So no water from this side of the wall can come down through his yard. So, okay, I told you guys it was only a hollow block wall before, right? So what happened is, the first big storm rained about 3 days. They blocked the drain. It built up water pressure behind the wall, and it broke my wall. Okay, it busted my wall. 3 sections, right? This section here, out to that post. It wasn't this high then. It was only, half high. Now it's way up there. They busted out that section, and the third section. Okay. So when it busted these sections of wall, these 3 sections of wall here, you see now it's all solid. The bottom's all solid fill and reinforced with 14 and 12 steel bar. This wall ain't going nowhere now. And then the top is hollow block because there's no pressure up there. And what happens is they forced my wall, too much pressure on it. It broke my wall right here. All the water that was up on the mountain behind here came down here into my yard. This wall was already built here on the outside, and it was designed to allow, it's gravel filled back there on the wall side, and drain holes. Okay, I got a bunch of drain holes punched in. You see the blue pipes over there. Bunch of drain holes punched in this wall. I used a jackhammer, just punched holes in it and put drain pipe in to allow it to drain and put gravel behind it and then filled it, right? So what happened is it hit my wall, this wall, with such force that it moved it that far, guys. That's how far the water pushed the wall. This here, this wall has a tie beam at the bottom, a tie beam halfway up that wraps around the whole wall here and all the way back behind my house over there. The whole tie beam prevented this wall from going, and the tie beam goes all the way around. It ties this wall in the corner all the way across at ground level, and all my drain. I took it to the Bronx, but the old lady who owns the property that her kids are living on up here, her and her husband used to come and stand. My wall was like this high, right? She's come and stand and look over my house all the time. Always just stay up there, like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, just staring down here in my yard at whatever we're doing, just being busybodies, So I told Charm one day, I says, well, you know what? I know how to fix that. To here, this high, the dirt is starting to rise up, right? They'd already blocked my drain, so the dirt's coming up. They're standing up here looking in my yard. I said, okay. Put glass shards on top. Guess what? Nobody looked over my wall ever again. They don't look over any of my walls anymore. They can't look into my yard. But that's the kind of crap. That's just an example of the kind of crap you have to deal with sometimes in the Philippines, guys. That is the kind of crap you got to deal with. I dealt with it already. I've been there, done that. So that's the kind of neighbors you have at times. Oh, you want to pick a couple and sponsor them through college? That'd be so cool. Yeah, I think PK was talking about sponsoring the brother of his girlfriend, of Jara, sponsor the brother through college. Never poo on your own doorstep. That's right, Gary. Tall, lanky, but not weak. No, this guy's weak. He can't even start an 18 horsepower engine. I think I can start it. So I got to try it. One day I'm going to try it myself. Michael. Yes, Jimmy John. It's good to be blessed. It's better to be blessed. Powered by Matthew McClure. All right. Maybe they would accept and do right, soul. Good morning, Patrick. How are you? Good morning. Tita Lisa, how are you? Tita Lisa TV, welcome. I add you as a moderator. Thank you. Please come back to my channel. You guys, please like and subscribe if you haven't. I know I go in channels all the time. I forget to give a thumbs up. I go in and yak, and then I forget to give the guy a thumbs up. But I'm in there now. Appreciate all the thumbs up, guys. That would mean a lot. In fact, many children want to study, but just have financial problem. Well, what they do over here, beautiful soul, is the majority of the kids that graduate from here, they go into a couple of fields. They go into criminology, which the school is in Masbate City, okay? And the mayor here will give money for scholarship to pay for them to go to college for their tuition. I think the tuition is really, it's like 18,000 a semester. So 2 semesters a year, 36,000 pesos for a year. They do 3 years or 4 years of college. So it's not that much. Then they graduate to go get a good job. And if it's family that supported them, then they start giving back to the mother and father. After they get a job, they'll start providing back to the mother and father. If it's a stranger like us that supported them through college, we're never going to see anything back from them. Don't expect anything back. You know, it's just give and they'll take, and then they'll move on their way, and you may never see them again. So, you're the best father I've seen on stream. Well, thank you, Gary. Thank you much. Yeah, Matthew, I was just joking about this Francisco family. We're going to do for all of them. We're not going to cut corners and get mad at a family just because they didn't want me to find out it was their dog, you know? So they hid the dog or killed the dog or whatever they did to it. It's going to cost me to get an extra shot, you know, so I got to pay for another shot at the end of the month. Now I got to do 4 shots because there's no dog to observe. That's basically what they told me. And I said, hell with that. Whether there's a dog to observe or not, I'm not going to go for a 4th shot at the end of the month. You guys just shoot enough in me to take care of me in the first 3 shots. The excess, she shot into my right leg, guys. So that if there was excess on that first shot, is there still going to be excess on the 2nd and 3rd shot? She can shoot it in my left freaking leg. So I'll gip around some more. These people. Yeah. Matthew, we'll let you know. Let the school start June 8th. Once the school has started, then we'll have an idea what we have, because I know we got students that are coming over from the next barangay to join in grade 4, 5, and 6 over here. There's a reason for it. I'll tell you the reason another time. I don't want to put it on live chat because somebody else might be watching the chat, but there's a reason the kids don't want to go to the other school and why they're going to come over to our school. Okay. Okay, Cherie, hello. Thank you, Sol. I just like helping since I lost my son 3 years ago. Thank you, Matthew. I quit high school during 10th grade because I didn't have a Falcons jersey, buddy. Matthew, get him a Falcon jersey. Sorry to hear that. God has plans for you, Michael. Or Jimmy John, God has plans for you, bro. Jimmy, are you Filipino? No, he's not. He's American. Maybe he'll come over and see you one day, beautiful soul. Jimmy John's planning to come here one day. I hope he comes soon. Yeah. All right, American Michelle. Yeah, that's good. You got this, Mike. We believe in you. Thank you. I saw that chair Tai Chi too. Maybe it's for me too. Right now I'm just doing chair Mai Tai. That's what I was doing. Chair apple beer. I got to get off it. I got to start doing something, guys. So let's see how the progress I can make. You know, I'm going to work hard at it. Probably in 2 weeks, this little tummy I got is going to be gone. That's my plan. Just work hard, get rid of it, and then work on toning up my muscles more. Because what happened is, if you don't tone your muscles, they don't hold the fat in, right? So then your tummy just goes bloop. Your muscles get weak. You're not keeping them toned. So the muscles just kind of move out of the way and let the fat just come on out, right? So it looks like you have a big old fat tummy. When you really do have muscle there, you just got to tone it back in shape to hold the muscle, to hold the fat in. But I was eating, drinking beer, you know, drinking 3-4 beers a day, eating a lot, and let myself get out of hand. This is what happened. I went for 6 weeks to work with my distributor, working on pools in Manila and Cebu, traveling around all over the Philippines with him, looking at pool sites and things like that, right? So while I was over there visiting him, we were eating sometimes, you know, a Whopper meal 11 o'clock at night. We'd fly back from Cebu, we'd land in Manila, we'd stop and get a Whopper meal, go to the house, eat it. Next morning, back up 6 o'clock, going to work, eat breakfast in the morning, have lunch, have dinner, have a meal. In the evening, have merienda. It was eat, and drink, 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 drink. And my tummy went, and now it's time to knock it all off. I'm not doing that anymore, so it's time to really knock it back down. It will soon go. Yes, I will keep at it. The power of the sea, unbelievable. Yes. Don't worry, Mike. We'll support you on 30 days without alcohol. If you get tempted, Matthew will hold you and Jimmy will get the dog. You're so funny, beautiful soul. What a sense of humor, huh? Dang. All right. Gary says, wow. Nice, guys. Don't ask Michael engineering questions because Michael will explain and explain and explain and explain and explain and explain. You're right, guys. It's just the nature of me that try to make sure you fully understand what I'm trying to get you to understand. All right. I don't know if there's gold there or not, Gary. I don't know. I've never had that quartz tested, but I have red quartz, gray quartz, white quartz, with all kinds of different colors in it. So I just need to break off a chunk and send it in. Because Masbate has gold, guys, whether you know it or not. This island has gold. Aurora, which is only 70 kilometers from here, has a lot of gold. They have big mines over there. They're digging it all the time. They've had guys come and test this side of the island, but nobody ever found gold. Now, nobody's tested here in my yard. Because I do have a really nice quartz vein here, guys. It's nice. And if you move the dirt away from it, you start digging it with a jackhammer, there's a lot of quartz there. A lot. And then we did find fool's gold, okay, the pyrites. In the well, we were digging the well, we found silver pyrites. It wasn't gold, looked like fool's gold, but it was silver pyrites. And we never found any gold, nothing. And we dug down, we're down 11 meters. And a hole that's 10 foot by 10 foot, by 10 foot wide, 10 foot wide, right? So 3 meters by 3 meter hole, down 11 meters deep. We didn't find no gold. Clever move with the water. Thank you, Gary. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure my house is safe. You know, I have the gutters coming on my house. They drain here, go down into the waterway, and go down to the river, go down to the beach. I'm up on a hill, and behind my walls is mountain. This hillside that goes up, slopes up. So all the water comes here. So I got the nasty lady back. How I did it is this, okay? I'll share it with you guys. We had the wall here. She blocked my drain, okay? And then it forced the water. I had to rebuild my wall. I rebuilt it, but the water was barely seeping through. They put it, fishing nets and all kinds of crap in that hole. It's full of crap. If they ever dug it out, the water would flow and the yard wouldn't flood out, okay? Now, what happened is, I told them, after I went to the barangay, and I said, look, we need to have this drain unclogged because this is the natural flow of the water down to the ocean, okay? I'm trying to not stop the natural flow because when you do, and when you divert it, people's homes are damaged, your property is damaged, things happen. Well, they didn't want to listen. She blocked it, she never unblocked it. I told her last morning, unblock it, or I got to put a wall all the way down the property line, all the way down to the Barangay Road. It's our property. I said, you either unblock the drain line or I'm going to put a wall there and all the water that's on your side of the wall is going to flow down your hill to the street. It's going to take out all your dirt, all your rocks, everything, may even take your house out if you don't unblock the drain. Well, they're stubborn, they're stupid. They don't unblock the drain. I built the wall. Because when I didn't, the first rain we had that came was like 3 days of hard rain. It went down the wall, here, my new wall, right? Came down the wall, made a right at my Senenguelas tree here, and went right down. Guess whose house is right below me? The barangay captain. And all the muddy water went right into his kitchen and right into his yard. I told him, I said, see, this is what happens when people don't listen. I said, now I got to put the wall up. Now we got to force the water to go away from your house and go down the hill to the barangay road. And then what happened? All the dirt from up here, above me, all the dirt. Every time it rains now, the dirt comes down to the wall, ain't got nowhere to go. It goes down past her house, The old bitch, I call her the old bitch. She's the only one in the whole village I call the old bitch. They go down past the old bitch's house, down to the roadway where everybody has to drive their motorcycles, and it covers the roadway with mud and muck, all the way from her house, all the way down in front of my property. I can go all the way down here in front of my property. The sidewalk is covered in mud about 8 inches deep, okay? And then the barangay has to send people over there to dig out the mud, to open up the riverway, to make sure it can flow to the ocean, all because of this stupid lady. And they still haven't done nothing about it. I just say, I can't see it from my house. Sorry. What's going on the other side of the wall? I don't give two hoots anymore. I don't care if it washes your house away. Tough crap. You had an opportunity to fix the problem, but you're hard-headed up here. You know it all. So you know what? Live with it. Live with your yard being washed out every winter, because that's what it's doing. It's ripping all the dirt out of the yard. They put a little sidewalk there. It's ripping that out, breaking it. The whole thing just became crap over on their side of the fence because it wouldn't just open up a drain box. So you know what? I give them the big middle finger. Stick it up your butt. Because you know what? I'm not helping you guys at all on that side of the wall. You had your chance. You tried to destroy the barangay captain's house, my uncle, by blocking the drain, and you agreed you would open. You didn't do it. Now the water went into his house, so he pitched in with me, and we built the wall all the way down to the roadway. Now they have to live with it. They're not engineers. They know nothing about engineering. They know nothing about nothing except hard-headedness. Anything to spite the foreigner. You know what they told me one day? Oh, we can't wait till your house falls down, till your wall falls down, your house falls down. Well, that ain't gonna happen. My house is built so strong. They can wish until their rotten little house falls down, but mine ain't going nowhere. My house will be here when theirs is long gone. And one of the kids threw a rock through my window upstairs, the balcony room, threw a rock and broke my window, and then they all denied that, like it could come from any place else. Their yard is the only yard next to my balcony room. So if they didn't throw the rock, who did? You would have had to throw it from 200 meters away if you're in someone else's yard throwing it. They just think people are stupid like them. But you know what? The reason that hole is still in the wall up there, guys, right there, that hole, is so the other neighbors that we get along great with can come down here and buy ice, pass their phone through to have their phone charged, things like that. You know, get Xerox done and buy Coke and chicken and things like that from us without having to go all the way around. So I left that little hole open out of kindness to all the asses on that side of the wall. Just because there's a few nice people over there. So, still explaining, right, Jimmy John? There you go, guys. Thank you, Gary. Nice house, thank you. I think we need to talk about how to make a bunker because I feel that one day we're going to have a dog zombie apocalypse. No, beautiful soul, I got the dog thing figured out. Don't worry about the dogs. We'll take care of the dogs. Yep. Luke Rowe, hello, Luke. Welcome back. Gary says, clever. Is 6,000 pesos a week a good sponsorship? Yes, 6,000 a week. You're talking students. I'll discuss that with you. I think that's too much. If you're talking per week. If you're talking monthly, they pay 800 pesos a month for a boarding house. 800 pesos for boarding house. I think their power, water, everything is included in that. So they pay 800 a month for boarding. And then at the boarding house, they only have to walk to school. So it's not like they're riding a motorcycle to school every day. They can just walk to school from the boarding house. So they don't really need a lot of money. The rest of it would just be food. So that would be enough, I believe, Matthew, per month. Because a semester of school, a semester is like 6 months. Tuition is about, for the more expensive ones, is like 18,000. The ones over here, most of them, the educators, they get sponsored. They get scholarship. So it's not like they need a lot of money. They just need money for boarding house, where they're paying either 700 or 800 a month for a boarding house, and their foods to eat, their rice or whatever. Maybe they have a hot kettle in their apartment, a rice cooker, you know, they buy rice. They don't eat a lot of rice. You see all these kids in college are so skinny. They're not eating properly. But anyway, we'll sit down and talk about it. We'll sit down with a student like Kate. Went to boarding house she was in boarding house. She also went to college out here. And we'll sit down with Kate and talk to her about it. How much did it take for her to live by the month in the boarding house going to college there? Now, if they're living in Masbate, it's about the same thing. 800 to 1,000, 1,200 pesos a month for a boarding house. A little more expensive in the city. So the boarding house, maybe it's 1,200 a month. So you see, if you're giving 6,000 a month, that's 24,000. They only need 18,000 for the tuition for the entire semester. 6 months, right? Semester, 6 months. So they only need 18,000 to cover the cost of their tuition and books and stuff for 18,000 pesos for 6 months. Then 6,000 a week is excessive. You're now sponsoring a kid that's living like a queen, or king. So we'll sit down and talk about it because if you're going to give that kind of money, we may as well talk about sponsoring 2 kids or 3 kids for that type of money, We'll sit down and talk about that, Matthew. We'll talk about it. Yeah, Yuri, there's always one bad apple. We got it living right here. Hook said, John said, hey, Kyle Esteban. Wow, I usually have to go back to put a thumbs up. Thank you, Kyle. Thank you much. I don't know if there's also a school university there that has exams to take to be qualified as a scholar. Then the student will be the one who pays for the extra expenses. They do. I don't think they have that expense, and normally that's covered by their scholarships. But when they do, the expense the student has to bear. Let's say that Kate wanted to be a teacher, for example. Okay, and for the first year, she's like a substitute teacher, not being paid. She's like an intern, right? Interns, they don't pay. Let's say they send her to Victory School. So from Victory, it costs you 50 pesos a day for fuel to go there and 50 back. That's 100 pesos a day in fuel. They don't reimburse you, okay? Internship is just that you pay. The student pays to do the internship when they graduate from college and they get assigned to a school to learn how to become a teacher before they pass the board. Okay, they go there for training for a year. Then they take the board exam. If they pass the board exam, they become a teacher. Then they have to wait for assignment as a teacher into a school, which there's so many educators, there's no openings. So they sit around here wondering what the hell they're going to do. Kate had a baby, so she can't teach anymore. She's got a baby taken care of. A lot of the educators here just say, forget it. Like Kate's brothers, they left. They're working in Manila at other jobs because there's no job as an educator for them. So it's a flooded market, and it's hard for them to get jobs as a teacher. We got April up here teaching summer school for the kids. April is like in her internship. I don't know who's paying her or if they're paying her anything, but she's there every day with Teacher Ruel, helping with grade 4, 5, and 6. And I think she's already board certified. She just doesn't have a teacher's position yet. Okay. So this year they're going to ask Ruel, and the principal is going to ask for another teacher based on the fact they believe they're going to have over 40 grade 4 to grade 6 students in that classroom. If they do, they'll ask for a second teacher. And since April's already here, board certified, she can get the assignment and become a paid teacher, So that'd be good for her. She lives in Dao, that's the road we take out. The dirt road you go down, dirt, turn, get on the paved road, go all the way out to the main road, turn right, that's Dao. That's where she lives with her baby and her husband. That's where they're from. So she's got to come here. Usually she'll come here and she'll stay at her mama's house. Her mother's here during the week, and then on the weekend she'll go home to her husband and their child. Tough on people here, Good morning, Patrick. How are you? Keshri says, happy father tummy, Mike. Yeah, but I know, Keshri, but I want to lose it. I'm not caring about having that happy tummy, happy big fat tummy. I got to read the message you deleted. Oh, nifty nutty, huh? Let's, he's hidden completely. Good. He's gone. He's hidden. Yep, good. You guys hid him forever? He's hidden, yes. Good job. So Nifty Nutty's gone. All righty. Good job, guys. What a loser that guy is, huh? All right. I don't know why some people go into someone's channel being an asshole. I don't know either. You know, just when they come in and do that, guys, just kick them out. First sentence you see, you guys don't even give them the benefit of the doubt. If they come in saying stupid crap, the second sentence that they even post at that point, just hide them forever in my channel. It's okay. I'll see them in the hidden box. I'll know they got hidden for a reason. Yep. Hello, everyone. Soda, what are you up to? You're back, Soda. All right, Matthew, Gary Wooten, Soda. Yeah, Soda's back with us. Hello, Gary. Yeah, Mike, I want to ask something, but my brain cells might explode with your explanation. You go ahead and ask it. I won't explode your brain cells. I promise you, beautiful. You cannot solve problems with simple-minded people. That's pretty much true, Kyle. So what's your question? Let's hear it. Sound like they don't want us there. We're here. They can't do nothing about it. Oh, don't worry about that, Matthew. There's only a few of those. And you know, most of them, they're changing their attitude. Most of them already got their attitude adjusted. You know, they adjust it the hard way by it being forced down their throats. So, oh, now they come by. Hey, Mike, how are you? You know, they're all nice now. Of course. Because look what we're doing for the community. You know, it benefits all of them. Yeah, Jimmy John, Hatfield and McCoy, Philippine Bridge. Yeah. Neighbors are users, bad people. Yeah, they can be. There are some that are good. There are a lot that are used. But, you know, you just got to shut down that. Like today, like now, I loaned my wood planer to the barangay captain, my uncle. It never came back. He claims, some lady claims she brought it back to Charm. She came up there and told Charm, I gave it to you. Charm's like, no, you did not. She's claiming she gave it to Charm. If you gave it to me, where is it? It would only go back in my shed. It has a little styrofoam box. I keep my wood planer on the shelf back by my helmets. I put it right on the styrofoam box, right where it belongs so I can find it the next time. My garage may look disorganized, but what's disorganized is all the rice and feeds and crap that's up in the front, right in my way. So I got to get that organized, maybe buy some garbage cans to put it in to keep the rats out of it, you know, type thing. And then I can organize my garage properly. But right now it's a bunch of feeds and rice in my way and cooking oil. And I think the flour's upstairs. I got like 4 or 5 sacks of flour up in the balcony. We stocked up on a bunch of supplies, guys. So Gary says something that I feel you take on too much in life. And yes, it's your kindness sometimes, you know. So anyway, I lost my wood planer, but I ordered another one. In a couple days, it'll be here. I'll have a wood planer again. But the lesson learned is never loan a tool to your Uncle Toto. So I don't care what he asks for. I'm going to lay it to him straight. I loaned you my wood planer. You didn't return it. You should have brought it back and given it to me. Not sit some lady that lives on the other side of the barangay to carry my wood planer back to me on a day we weren't even here. We were going to Rojas City at 6:30 in the morning on his boat. The same day the lady said she gave it to Charm. Charm's like, no way, you couldn't have given it to me. We weren't here. We were on the boat at 6:30 in the morning. So how did you give it to me? We were in Rojas for how many days? 3 days? There's no wood planer here. I searched my garage. It's not here. So she didn't return it. She lied. Somebody has my wood planer. Charm never got it. I never got it. The person that borrowed it from me should have put it back in my hands. Okay? Not given it to Charm or said I dropped it at your front door or anything like that. They should have handed it back to me, so that's the end of that. No more loaning tools to that group down there. They lost their privilege forever. No more loaning tools to them. Hello, hello. Later's okay, Soda. Huh?
Don't eat rice.
Rice? No, I don't want to eat rice.
You need to drink medicine, 11.
Give me a cookie. I give my medicine.
It's more than a rice.
I'll eat a cookie. Look at these. What kind of cookies are these? Chocolate chip. All right. I'll eat these and I'll take my meds at 11. All right, Soda, take care. We'll talk to you later. Thank you. Beautiful soul. I'm waiting on your question. They will treat you based on your usage to them. Yep. Where's the dog? She's asking, where's the dog? I'm getting angry now. The dog disappeared, beautiful. I went down today with my brother-in-law to go observe the dog, as the doctor said, and the dog is gone. We don't know who took the dog or why. We know why they took it. because they didn't want the dog to be there so we could prove who the dog belonged to. So they had to pay my medical bill. So it was easier for them to kill the dog, drag him off somewhere and hide him, than it was to pay my medical bill, which would have been about 8,000 pesos for all the transportation to and from the city to get the shots and everything and paying for the shots. It would have cost them some money. I've done it. When my dog bit 3 different times, my little Shih Tzu, bit somebody here. Didn't even break skin. But they said, no, we got a rabies shot. We got to get rabies shot. We got to get rabies shot. Okay, let's go. And I had to do it. I had to drive them to the city and back 3 times to get shots for a wound. It wasn't even a broken skin wound. It was only a bruise where the dog hit him but didn't bite through the skin. Okay? And I had to go pay for rabies shots. So these people don't want to pay. Even though I'm punctured deeply, they don't want to pay to fix me up. So that's what makes me mad. Like, I don't want to support them anymore, you know? So I told Charm tonight, no more. Why we keep supporting these people that lie to us? When something happens to us, they always lie. They borrow tools. They lie about returning it to us. It's like, why do we keep supporting these people? Nah, quit giving them anything. Then when they accept no, that's the way it's going to be from now on. No, I'm sorry, I don't have that tool anymore. Somebody borrowed it, never returned it. I don't care what tool he has to borrow, it ain't getting loaned out again. Period. Thank you, Gary. Yeah, guys, don't loan tools out in the Philippines. Matthew, yes, he's coming in December, Patrick. He says, me too. Okay, Shri, hello. I wonder what it would cost to add a second building to the new school. Matthew, it's going to cost us about $400,000. If we put a schoolhouse there, like the one we just built, for grades 1 to 3, or kinder really needs their own room, huh? How they do kinder?
Yeah, from there.
Yeah, but in the big building, the old building's going to fall down one day. But a schoolhouse is going to cost about 400,000 pesos, Matthew, to build a schoolhouse. We could talk about that after you come over here. We have a spot we can do it because Charm and I own the lot right next to the grade 4 to grade 6. Okay, and there's
I didn't want to.
there's an area right behind the grade 4 to grade 6 that's perfect for the pavilion and another schoolhouse for grade 1 to 3 or kinder to 3.
But you're the big building, it's only the roofing.
I know, but
and plywood.
we can't pay for it. That's a deathbed building.
Yeah.
That has to be paid for by deathbed. We cannot touch it. If we give donations, it'll go through DPWH or DSWD, the welfare department here in the Philippines. If you donate, it's got to go through them. They're going to take their cut of your money. They're going to cut the money. By the time it gets to the school, there is no money. Program canceled, no budget. Unless you want to keep giving. So, you know, when it comes to deathbed and government buildings and government programs, I don't want to get involved because I'm not a charity. We did this to a private building. Grade 4 to grade 6 was built by the PTA. Charm's the president of the PTA. We refurbished the PTA building as grade 4 to grade 6. It was grade 4 to grade 6. We just made it into a safe classroom for our kids. We can do that. If we had a second building, private building, yeah, we can do that. You're probably looking about $400K just for a bare bone classroom with walls, windows, everything. Four to five
But
500.
the window is, remember, that's from Carousel. But if you buy that, that's more than 500. Because the cement.
We bought the
already
glass.
have wood already.
No, we bought the glass.
Yeah, the glass only is cheap.
Only the frame.
Yeah.
So maybe
But
500,000,
if you make
Matthew,
new,
all in.
if you make new for that, I don't know.
Maybe 500,000 for the whole building, the whole schoolhouse. The same size as that one, grade 1 to grade 3 could fit in. With everything we put in there, well, we wouldn't be able to put the solar. We gave that. We donated almost 90,000 in solar panel. You guys bought solar panel. We donated the inverter and the batteries.
Just give the solar.
Josh gave the solar panels, yeah. I'm not sure if nurse is more expensive than taking a teacher. Before I wanted to be a nurse, but I tell myself, damn, I might end up as a patient. You might. I know a lot of nurses that are a lot of stress, you know. Yep. Gary warned you, trolls. Beware. They don't hate us, Matthew. They love us when we help them like this. There's just only 1 or 2 people in the village that no matter what you do,
They scared only
it's not good enough
because
for
they
them.
don't have money to pay the bills. That's why they don't.
Oh, a dog? I know. I'm talking to the old bitch down here.
Oh. Why?
All the crap she starts, blocking the drain and just doing everything she can to be hateful and mean, you know, all the time. And then the other one down here, at the other end of the village, that blocked the whole Barangay Road. We can't even drive there now. This one lady says, "Oh, I don't want any trucks driving on my land anymore." For Christ's sake, it's a Barangay Road, okay? It's been a Barangay Road. She donated it as a Barangay Road years ago. It's been a Barangay Road for 30 years. Everybody rides through their property on that road. That's the roadway to go through the barangay. Well, now they cut a road with a dozer up here behind my house. It goes up outside her property, but on her property, but at the top up here. So the original barangay road, she put posts and barbed wire where I can't drive my truck there anymore. She says, at first she said, only Benjamin can drive his truck through here. I don't want you guys driving your truck here through my property. Because we were parking it at Roger's house during the storm, heavy storms in the wintertime. So now she said, oh, only the Benjamin family can park their truck here when they come to visit from Zamboanga. But you cannot drive through here no more. What they told us. We don't need to worry about it. Charm and I just bought that house down in Layag, right on the beach. And that house is on the other side of the rivers that wash out. So we can just drive the quad over there to that. I can make that into a garage if I want. And we can just drive the quad over there, hop in the truck, and drive it from there and go to town anytime we want. We don't have to go all the way to San Antonio. So now we have another place we could convert that into a garage if we want. I haven't sat down and talked to Charm about it, whether we're going to leave it as a house.
The quad already, they fixed the quad there.
The quad?
Going through.
Huh?
The quad.
You can drive through there.
You could know.
No, through her property? Yeah, the quad will fit. The Chariot will fit, the quad will fit, the motorcycle will fit, but the truck won't. She made it just small enough where a truck can't fit. She don't want us on her property, she said. She named us, said she didn't want our truck going through her property. And I asked her one day, there was somebody there, I said, what damage is my truck causing to your property? I got really wide tires, a really wide foot. My truck tires are almost 12 inches wide, the rubber. It's nice and wide and flat. What damage is my half-ton truck going to cause to her land? No, she's being just another bitch in the village. There's two of them like that. It's like the older they get, the more cranky they get, you know? And they just got to have things their way. So they can't bend and sway and enjoy a barangay in harmony. They always got to throw little frickin' darts out there, you know, to cause hate and discontent. Those are the old bitches. There's two of them. I won't give you their names. You'll meet them maybe one day. But you can tell, you stand and talk to them, and they're just bitches. You don't want to talk to them. You look at their face, the scowl on their face. It's like, how do you live with yourself every day? You wake up angry at the world. You hate the world. So anyway, let them do their thing. Well, when we bring money, make jobs and better lives, I don't know why they won't hate us. Don't worry about that. I have my date, December 17th, Matthew. All right, Patrick, December 17th, put you in Manila or Cebu? Where are you flying into? What day are you arriving? Because that's going to matter on when you get here. What you should do, Patrick, if you've already purchased your ticket, send me a copy over on WhatsApp or however you want to. Email it to me. Send it via my email, a copy of your itinerary, so we know where you're arriving. I can help you to get to where we are. We're off the beaten path, just so you know that. Beautiful soul, Matthew, I'm not saying but all but most people are jealous. They also want what you have without having a hard time. They can't be happy with others' success. Sad but true. Yeah, we're all crabs in a bucket. Beautiful. And they just do their best to pull us down. You're flying out of Florida. Okay, where are you flying into? Are you flying into Cebu? What day of the week are you flying in? I need to know the date so we can coordinate it to put you on a ferry to come over here, because Cebu has ferries that come here different days. Manila It's basically from Manila. You have to take a taxi, a bus, a ferry to get over to here. So it's not as easy as you think. I need to walk you through it on how to do it, not to get you lost. Just walk you through it because I can't go flying to wherever you're flying to meet you to bring you back here. Oh, you're wanted, Matthew. We love you. Don't worry about it. Yep, they always want what you have. Exactly. Hook says it's good for the belly. Jimmy John, Michael, I loan you my 2025 Honda Shadow 750. I like it back, please. Sure, Jimmy John. I don't have one here, but where did you loan it to me? I'll have to go there and find it for you. Never lend tools to anyone. That's right, Kyle. You got it. And that's going to be my philosophy from now on. I loan tools on my project. For example, the boat. He needed to remove the old pipes. I loaned him 2 of my big sledgehammers, hand sledgehammers, and I loaned him 2 pipe wrenches so he could grab the pipe and twist it and pull it on out of there. You have to break the epoxy. You have to basically break the pipe free, and then the pipe is set into a hole. So you got to break it free from the wood around it. It's, the wood swollen around the pipe, holding it. So you got to break all that free and work it out, and then install the new pipe. Put kawaii in spaced out inside the new pipe so that the shaft will be centered. Propeller shaft. We'll have to explain that to you guys one of these days too. Not tonight. The family's here. You're in good hands. Haters going to hate? Yes, that's right. Beautiful. What was your question? You didn't ask it. I'm planning to build a big house, start a cow farm, so I would hire a few people to clean house, work the farm. But if I'm hated, then I might not. Nah, you're not going to be hated, Matthew. Come on. These old biddies over here, they're not going to be anywhere near you, okay? I guarantee you. The only time you'll see these old bitches is if you're walking down the road. You'll see one. The other one I never see. I don't think she comes out of her house very often. Just enough to be a bitch, like to tell us, oh, you can't drive across the Barangay Road no more. That's okay. We don't need to. We bought another property. We will park our truck on our property. And then we don't have to worry about your property, lady. Driving across it to get to another house. We were driving across it so we could park at Roger's house. But with the new place, we don't need to. We can just make that into a garage if we want. That'd probably be easier. Just break the walls in the house, open it up, and drive my truck right in. Take the fence down and drive my truck right in. There's one guide wire off of a telephone pole that I'm going to have to talk to the neighbor. I need to get really close on the left side to the neighbor's flower bed so that I can go underneath the guide wire. It's out a little ways, but I got to try it, measure the height of my truck there, and see if I can fit under it. But if I do that, I'll have to watch it backing in and out of there. I'll have to watch that guide wire every time. Maybe the electric company can come and do something about it to make it easier for me to be able to drive to my house. We'll see. They did put a pole here on my property down here. I let them put a power pole here, and on my other property, let them put a power pole. So if I ask them nicely, hey, can you move this guide wire off the roadway so I can drive to my house? If they don't want to do it, I might just tell the power company, you know what, guys, come and take your poles off my property. Move them. Get them off my property now. I'll play hardball with them. Yeah, I'm tired of being Mr. Nice Guy to assholes. Everybody wants something from you, but they don't want to help you out. So we'll just do it the hard way for everybody if that's the way it's got to be. Kay Shree says, I'm a hermit. Beautiful soul. My question is, my grandparents have a house in the province. Like the house is literally built in the sea. I noticed the waste goes into the water. Is there any way that the house waste won't go into the sea? Beautiful soul. Yes, but it's going to require a sludge tank and a pump that can pump sludge, like a submersible pump, that's a sludge pump to pump the waste through a hose over to dry land, to a collection point, a septic tank on dry land away from the water. That's the only way you're going to be able to do it. There are many, 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 many houses, beautiful soul, on the water, all through Cavite area, everywhere. Many houses right on the water. And their waste, we know, goes in the water. All of it. So I don't know what the ordinances are about that. I doubt any of them have a sludge pot or like a 55-gallon drum with a submersible pump in it that can pump sludge. The water and the poo-poo the poop, you can put enzymes in there to break it down, and it just becomes a sludge, a poop sludge. So you'd have to start the pump and pump that through your hose to a septic tank or a septic truck. You know, if they had let's say their tank, there's going to be a little mini septic tank is what it's going to end up being. The barrel or whatever they're using can be a septic tank. Then you'll have to drain that, pump that out to a septic truck that collects septic waste. That's how they'd have to do it. Why don't we start building up funds for a second school building? We can do that, Matthew. We certainly can. I've got money coming in on my YouTube channel that's just going into a pot of money right now. You know, I'm getting, let's say, I think $200 to $300 coming in on either from you folks from Buy Me a Coffee, PayPal, or now I don't get that as much, but I do get the super chats, and the gifts that come in ends up somewhere around, I don't know, 210 to 310 a month. So that money is just coming in, and that goes into the bank account directly. As soon as it goes in, it's already converted. It goes in a peso account. So I just tell Charm, this deposit is YouTube deposit. I think it's the 13th, and we receive it around the 15th to 18th of every month is when the money comes in. And then I can just take that deposit, stick it in the pot of money to start saving money for the new project, which my next project was going to be a pavilion, 24 by 20 steel structured pavilion for the kids to do their plays and skits and things like that they do. That was the next one. The school building will have to be, saving it for a little while at the rate we're going. It would take some serious donations to build a whole school building again. As it was, when we built this one, Matthew, we received about 140,000 pesos in donations. And then Charm and I put in 180,000 out of our money. About 320,000 was the total. And we donated our 3,000 watt inverter and batteries for the solar system. A lot went into the school. You know, we did take a lot of money from you folks. 140,000 is a lot, but it's not when you compare it to what's needed to build a whole building, which is about 500,000. So we can talk about all that later. I love projects. Yeah, I do too, Matthew. I love projects. School projects especially, things that help the kids. I love it. And you know, to not put a cement flooring, to give them tile, to not having them look at the metal roofing, the metal framing, trusses, and the roofing, to put a ceiling with lights on the ceiling. You know, even though it needs some little bit of paint still around the lights, they skipped one area right around the light, the fluorescent lights. So I got to have the guy go up with some white paint, take the bulb out, paint it, and then put the bulb back up. He missed a big spot there. They were in a big old hurry trying to get done for the graduation. So we got a little bit of work to do still, not much. But to put a ceiling there was great. To add a kitchenette and a CR with a spray bidet so they can clean themselves without having to use their hand and a tableau, that was nice. I didn't give them a flushing toilet because the kids would have been there all day long flushing the toilet. And then they wouldn't have had no water left, right? As it is, the kids in this village know the tableau and the toilet bowl, right? They know that one. So they pee or poop in it. Now they have a bidet to spray and clean themselves, don't have to use their hand. And they can just use the tableau to flush the toilet. That's it. So it works better for them. There's a faucet there. They can keep a bucket of water there full all the time with a tableau in it and just flush the toilet with that. And then the kids can come out. There's a sink in the kitchen area. They can wash their hands and they can come out to the classroom clean, ready to start studying again. The sea is full of waste because of the fish and other sea animals. Humans don't need to add to it. Yeah, we don't. We don't need to do that. And we don't need to have our pig poop in a septic tank right on the beach where it can more contaminate the water that we like to swim in. Who wants to swim in pig poop? I'm so angry with these folks, this family, the family and their daughter, okay, and her husband. Those are the ones. They're the only ones. Put septic tanks on the frickin' beach. I swear, I want DNR to come and fine the hell out of them. 1 million peso fine. for violating sanitation ordinances. I would love to see that. I mean, we buy feed from these people ourselves. Charm bought it today, Bad Boy food from the lady. She has a feed store over in Kinyandutai. They buy ice from us all the time for their fish, that she buys our fish from us, There's other people that buy our fish, but she buys our fish here in the village from us, and then we sell her ice, to keep the fish cold. So we get along with the families. But the fact that they did it, and then when I asked them about moving it, and then he said, oh, we won't move it unless you pay us to move it. Why should I pay you to move a septic tank in a piggery that's in violation of every ordinance around here? It's within 10 meters of the beach instead of 30 for the septic tank, and your piggery is within 100 meters of residential houses, not 500 meters. It's within 100 meters of 5 residences. And you want me to pay you to move your piggery? Me? Why should I move your piggery? Just because I'm a white guy in the village means I got to pay you? You're out of your freaking mind. Go pay yourself. These people are just... Yeah, Matthew, your family and your wife will love here, especially your neighbors, Mike. You're going to see, Matthew, it's not as bad as I'm talking. I'm talking about just a couple of idiots, that are doing things to violate real laws, So we're going to put a stop to it. We'll put a stop to it, get things back to normal, There won't be so many dogs around here before long. People are going to get tired of being threatened, and people here are going to stand up and start saying stuff just like I'm doing. And pretty soon, those people who have angry dogs and dog issues are going to just have to kill their dog, put their dog out of its misery. They're going to have to take care of their dog themselves. They own it. They need to take care of it. We don't have to take care of it. They can do it, especially if the dog bites somebody. The more they get bitten, the more those people have dead dogs, because that's what they do. They let your dog bite you, then they claim, I don't know that dog. It's a stray dog, and they want to pay your medical bill, and then they kill the dog and hide it so you can't go back and find the dog, what yard it's in, to prove who owns it. Oh, what a slick maneuver that was, huh? Prepper says, 20 years ago, we too were off the beaten path, but now the city is big. Very nice. I don't think this will ever be big. As much as they want tourism to grow and things here, the only people who are going to make it big around here is me and Matthew and a couple other people who want to move here. We're going to make this place good. We have some big plans, guys. Big plans. I've been working on one project here. I've got all the documents, everything on it. It's all laid out. I've got a complete business plan, the complete study, okay? I've got everything done on it. And it's a simple, easy project to do with 100% profit. So I haven't really gone in discussing everything with everybody, but one of these days, if I can implement it, it'll be a hell of a plan for here. It'll make this place nice. My kids are living, most of them are grown, and I'm not married. That's right. 20 years ago, you were small, now you're big. Lind in the Philippines means give. That's correct. If they give it back, it's broken. Generally, yes. A long time. The most drama comes from family. Exactly, Prepper. Matthew says, keep buying. Charm and Mike will own most of the village. Well, we got a property you just picked up, and it's small. But the one we want to buy next is in Cavite. So it's right next to Charm's sister's house and only 1 block away from our other house. We have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house in Micara Estates, Tanza Cavite. And now we're going to buy another 3-bedroom, 2-bath with extended house, already complete. They've already done the room extension. Everything's tiled. All the tiling's done. The kitchen cabinets are all done. They've done a full remodel of the house already. And we're going to get it for a really good price. So it's right next to our sister. So we're going to buy it. We'll have 2 3-bedroom, 2-bath homes over in Tanza Cavite, along with all of our properties here we're going through. And also, I think I told you guys while I was driving, I was telling you guys that the lady and the guy who sold us the property in the proper of Balud, near the city hall, the one I showed you guys that one day I was doing a live feed, they've been summoned They have received the summons to appear in court for the court case. Okay? So they've received the summons from the court that they need to appear for the property court case. I don't know when the date is yet, but my lawyer advised me, based on what his father-in-law told him, the father-in-law of my attorney is the vice mayor in Ballard. Okay. He is the vice mayor. And he was an acting attorney before he became the vice mayor. And he's retired as an attorney. So now his daughter's husband, Mackie, my lawyer, is doing attorney work. He's already completed everything. He's a full-fledged attorney. So the vice mayor advised his stepson to go ahead and file a estafa against the gentleman who I bought the land from, Charm's first cousin. We're going to file an estafa case, which is criminal. Okay, you have civil and criminal. They divide it here just like in any other country, right? Criminal is, estafa means that you intentionally swindled somebody out of their money and gave them nothing in return. That's a perfect case of estafa. Okay? He sold us on buying the lot from him, claiming he needed it to further his education, that he had leukemia, he had medicine he needed to buy for his leukemia. Okay? That he promised in the contract to sell that upon full payment he would release the deed of sale to us. It never happened. It's been 4 years. We don't have access to the land. The land has not even been subdivided by him or his sister after his father's been dead 5 years. They never subdivided the land because the sister wants all the land. If she subdivides it, then there's nothing to stop him from a deed of sale to give to us. So she hasn't subdivided the lot yet. So I said, okay, fine. Our first case is civil to force them to divide the land into their names. They're the only two siblings. The parents are dead. He sold us his half of the lot. It's going to compel him to divide the land. Here's my crazies.
Me and my Papa, look what happened to my hair. She has a big forehead. We're pinning the shorts, the pajamas, then the hair.
God.
But not this. I taught her how, then it became that.
Oh my goodness, what do I have to go through every day?
Look.
I see. Go to bed. Good night. Ay, 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 these crazy girls. Good night.
Good night, Papa.
Good night.
Are you gonna sleep there?
No, I'm coming in a minute. Shh, quiet. Not to use
Stop
laughing.
there, Papa.
Remember, Republic Act 11361 regarding power and pole line, they have to pay you. Yeah, they didn't pay me. And the other line is not on the property, but it crosses the roadway. So they've got to remove that, which if they don't support the pole, maybe the next typhoon coming is going to let it fall into the house next to it. It's not leaning my way, it's leaning the other way. It's leaning, the guide wires on this side and the pole's leaning this way. Crazy, huh? So anyway, I need to ask them to move the guide wire so I can drive to my house, which that's a simple request of the electric company here in Maselco. And we'll see what happens with that. When I start my new projects, my plan is to hire foreigners only that are able to work in the Philippines with a nice but hard-ass supervisor. I can be that, but I ain't working. I'm retired, bro. I was intending on supervising the big project, all right? The big project, guys, I'll tell you, it's biofuel pellets, activated biofuel pellets, activated charcoal pellets, okay? And a self-sustaining plant run on biofuel that we produce. So the whole plant would run itself for as far as power goes. Okay, we're going to put in two 7,500 watt generators to run the entire power plant. And our whole production line would be heaters and pelletizers and mulchers. We would have portable mulchers to put on barges and take to the different barangays, drop them in the village, have 2 guys working in each village for us. They would do all of the mulching and crushing of all the coconut waste. Okay. And then we were going to buy all the coconut husk. Let the farmers keep the cocoa shell. That's what they want. If they want to sell us the whole coconuts, we'll buy them by the truckload. We'll bring the coconuts back. We'll produce biofuel from the coconut. And then we'll use the husk shredded with everything, all parts, leaves, crap, everything to make biofuel pellets. And then when we go for pellets that we sell overseas to be run in boilers and other power plant applications, those would be a mixture, which I already have the mixture that we're going to use. I've already tested it in a laboratory in Mississippi State University. So it's a big project. I've done my time putting this whole thing together, guys. And then the investors backed out, went bankrupt or backed out. 186 million Australian dollar would have been funded for this. We even had all the shipping arranged through a shipper in New Zealand who owns big cargo ships so that we could transport all of our cargo. Right here, the San Andreas is going to be a deep water port. So we only have to transport not even 2 kilometers down the road to put it on the ships, or we could take it right down here through my property, put it on barges, and use conveyors and put it on barges and take it right over and load it onto the ships, the big cargo ships. We had it all planned out. We can do it all right here in the deep water with barges, flat lower barges, and we can bring the coconut from all over the island over here. 5,000 metric tons of waste right here in Balud alone, in the 23 barangays of Balud. Imagine how many coconut trees that is. That's monthly waste. I got it all figured out, guys. I had it all to do, and then I've done the feasibility study. I've done the business plan. It's all ready to go. But things change over time. Prices are going up. It needs to be reworked a little bit. I just did it a year ago. It's ready to go, but everything backed out. So it's like, what do you do? So mine's going to be a big, big project, guys. You know anybody who wants to invest in something like that? Let me know. I'll tell you right now, it's like 100% profit business. Biofuel pellets and biochar pellets, because you introduce the biochar pellets back into the farmers. It makes their crops 30% more. It is fertilizer without having to put in fertilizer. It's insecticide without having to use insecticides. All you do is incorporate biofuel, activated biofuel pellets, the black charcoal pellets, into the farmland. Spread it, till it in, and your crops, no fertilizers and no insecticides. So this is going to help the Philippines tremendously. But everyone backed out. So I'm sitting here going, okay, self, you're 65 years old. Are you sure you really want to do this project and supervise it? The amount of stress it's going to create. So I'm having second thoughts, but I'm willing to take a cut and introduce everybody to somebody else who's willing to do it. Just give me some money. You can have my idea and I'll help you with it. And then I'll back out. You can be the CEO. I don't want to be the CEO or the president. I don't want to be involved. I just want to get it set up and moving. And then whoever wants to take it over, boom, run with it. Run with it and pay me some money so I can relax. I have great ideas, guys. Just can't put them into play without big bucks, you know. Anyway, K-Cherie, True Pepper, when you lend them, their dog is tied up. When you go to collect the payment, the dog is roaming around. You got it, beautiful soul. You guys got it all figured out. You must be in the Philippines. Anyway. Yep, that's right. So I can rent a villa for vacation. KC, you can crash at my place, Matthew says. Yep, there you go. Patrick said, hi, Matt, you're funny. Well, K-Cherie, he's only going to be here 6 months out of the year. He's going to be truck driving in the U.S. for 6 months and then here living, doing his thing here for 6 months at the beginning. So his house is going to be just a maid taking care of it, you know, cleaning the cobwebs and make sure there's no bugs in his house type thing. She ain't going to be doing much but cleaning and cooking for herself, whoever's running the house over there. I'm catching up, Prepper. I can put into it All right. Purple says, regarding power companies, I have 2 open cases with them. But as most things regarding Philippine courts, it's a very long process. That's right. My court case is coming pretty quick for the land. They're really speeding things up when it comes to land cases. So they've already sent the summons. That means the judge has already reviewed it. The prosecutor's already reviewed the case. And they've already decided the case is valid. And they've already summoned them to court. I don't know what day, but we all got to be there, I think. I don't know the court system here. Just my lawyer may have to attend. I may not even have to attend. I don't know. Everything's laid out. But we have us, we have all of our witnesses, we got everybody. None of us have lied. We've only told the truth. So our case should be pretty cut and dry. And I don't think we're going to get a crooked judge. I think a lot of that corruption is gone. These people have no money to pay the judge anyway. So the bottom line is, if you got no money to pay off a judge, you got to deal with the judge's verdict. And anyone with common sense can tell you that if somebody has a sales contract and the person they bought the land from wrote a receipt out every time they paid them for the correct amount they paid and stated on there, this is for my share, 7,500 square meters. Everything's written, documented by his own handwriting. And then to not give the deed of sale?
Look at the baby.
Take him in the house. Okay, watch his ears. Don't let him.
That?
What's what?
The noise.
Crickets.
Crickets crying?
I don't know what they're saying. Sound like a hymn to me. Don't be scared. I missed the court, but what to do? Less than $10K total. Yes, Matthew. Correct. Prepper, sad, Matt. I've not used anything but 2 big bore over 15 years. Did you get your citizenship, Prepper? Are you done now, or are you still a little bit to go? Okay, Cherie, did you give her my phone number, please? Did I give your phone number to who, Patrick? I haven't given your phone number out to anyone. Who do you want me to give it to? The Tabo's a water dipper, yeah. Yep. The shower consumes a lot of water. Actually, the shower consumes less water than a Tabo. Honestly. The ladies here use Tabo. They'll use a 5-gallon bucket to take a shower. You turn a shower head on and take your shower. If you put a bucket under your feet and you catch the water coming down off your body, right, and you measure it, it's only like 2 or 3 Tabos total. So they use 5 gallons with a Tabo, or they can put a shower head on and use like 3 Tabos. You know, it's crazy. The savings of a shower head over the Tabo. It's crazy. Matthew, I love my showers. Yeah, well, we take it with a shower head, you know. Here they're used to the Tabo. I don't use Tabo either. I have shower heads. I have a rain shower over my shower, and I have a regular shower head here in the bathroom that Matthew will be using. Oh, of course, he's going to be upstairs in the balcony room, so he'll have his own shower up there too. I bet you use hose to make a shower. No, not here he won't. I have a regular shower for him here, beautiful soul. Geo, hello. What's illegal? Geo, traveler, what's illegal, sir? Isn't it illegal? What's illegal? Matthew says, whatever it takes, soul. We do well here. Yes, you do, Prepper. I do well over here too. Patrick says, I want to put a house by the beach. Well, we may be able to arrange that, Patrick. We'll see after you get here. We just bought a beachfront, so we'll see what's going on with it, what we're planning to do. I don't know yet. Depends on the winter, how drastic the winter's going to be, you know. It's a nice way also to get water. It's just scary because you might fall inside and meet Sadako. The ring. Prepper says, courts dita subpoenas are so slow. It's easy to make a case last a decade. Yeah, they're probably going to try to drag it out at least 30 days, we figure, because they're going to claim they don't have an attorney. Even though she's been claiming she has an attorney, she's getting advice from her attorney. That's why she wants it to go to court, the sister. She thinks she can win the case against us, the sister. But the sister didn't sell us nothing. We bought the brother's half of the land. We didn't buy anything from the sister, okay? But she's holding the documents and won't divide the land so the brother can have his land to give to us. So everybody in the whole town of Ballard knows it. You guys have been in Ballard with me. Can you imagine? Everyone in Ballard knows you're a bitch and won't give the people their land they paid for. Everybody knows. You know why? Because 90% of the people in Balut are related to Charm's mother. Her last name is Abuelita. She grew up in Balut. The mother, Charm's mother, is the aunt of these two kids that won't give me my land. Their first cousins are Charm. Charm's mother's sister is the mother of these two kids. She's dead now. These kids are just playing asshole. Okay? And so they're going to get it handed to them in court. They will get it handed to them. It ain't nothing about the foreigner. Okay? The foreigner doesn't own the land. Okay? The land sale contract is written to Charm White. I'm just supporting her because I put the money in to buy that land. So you know what? We're going to get our land. I never hire anyone that just wants a job because they want a job but don't want to work. It's exactly right. When I started to build, I paid good money for a great well, and Mike and I are making plans to build a desalination plant. Yeah, I keep thinking, yeah, Estafa is grift. I'm way behind Prepper. Sorry to hear, Prepper. Solving cases here is really slow. It would take you forever. Prepper says, as we buy lots and land, we use our attorney to sort the BS. Yeah, that's the best way to do it. To sort out even if it's worth buying. Matthew said, yeah, they're silly kids. They're really silly. They just think they can win over us. What are you going to keep my land and my million? You know, how can that be? If you're going to keep my million and my land, that's estafa. That's criminal. So guess what? We're going to file the criminal case. And here's the reason for it, guys. When someone files an estafa criminal case against you, okay, and our case is strong, he kept our million and for 4 years has not given us our land. It's really strong. So my lawyer's drafting it up. He's going to charge me 15,000 pesos to draft up the estafa case, okay? And he'll act as my attorney if I need it. I don't think I'm going to need it. It's really a clear-cut thing. He stole our money and gave us nothing in return. He conned us out of 1 million pesos, coming monthly to us, asking for the money, signing receipts for the money, and then when his whole million was paid off, gave us nothing. Any judge in their right mind is going to say, jail time, you're a crook. So what happens is they arrest him. As soon as we file the estafa case, they issue a warrant for his arrest in Balut. It's easy to find him. He's a school teacher. Okay? School starts June 8th. By the time I get the criminal complaint, June 8th will have already come, and then I will file the case. They'll issue a warrant for his arrest. The police will go to the school and arrest him and cuff him in his classroom and take his dumb ass to jail. Okay? That's step one. Step two will be he'll be offered bail. It's like 40,000 pesos for bail. He ain't got no money. The school's not going to pay him anymore because he's not working. He's in jail. He's a criminal. He's an estafa, a scammer, a criminal. You think the school wants to pay a criminal to work for them? A guy with a estafa case against him? They don't want him in the classroom. Now he loses his job. Step two. Step three, he's got to go to court and defend himself against the estafa case. I don't have to defend him. He has to defend. Why do you take their money, sir, and not give them their land? Blah, 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 blah. Whatever he says, sorry, sir, that's not how the law works here. 3 years in prison. Boom. Off to Manila you go, in prison. The guy's an idiot. So we're going to put him in jail as a negotiating tool. If you still go to jail and don't want to give my land, you are really stupid. Okay? So we're going to put him in jail. And that's our negotiating tool to get our deed of sale from him. I don't give a damn about the frickin' sister. I didn't buy the land from her. So the sister has no play in the game. She has no skin in the game, other than the fact she's holding the document and won't divide the land. We threaten him to throw him in jail. He's going to be in jail, okay? That's what's going to happen. He will be in jail. And then the crying's going to start. His sister's got to take food to him or whatever. Maybe he'll get some jail food. I don't know what they give him over there. Maybe some plate of rice. That's probably about all they give him. So he's going to lose his livelihood. His gay boyfriend's going to be upset because he lost his lover, you know. So everyone's going to get upset that this guy's in jail now. Don't get upset at me. Get upset at him. He's the criminal. So there's ways to get people without, getting yourself in trouble. This guy is going to go down. Okay, he's going to go down the hard way. I have a feeling because he didn't want to give us our land. For the reason, guys, is because we paid 1 million, and the value of the land right now is worth 12 million at the lowest price, at 1,600 a square meter. The property is right in the city proper, only 500 meters from the city hall. That's how close it is. And it's being rezoned commercial residential. I have 7,500 meters there of commercial residential land. The value of that starts at 1,600 and goes up. All I got to do is get permits and build a little flat building, one angle building with 10 garage doors, and rent it out as businesses to people. They'll move their business in there. So this is something we're going through, but we're going to get through it. We're going to get through it pretty soon. It's already, they've been summoned to court, so it's already, process is moving, guys. Usually you get a summons that'll scare you, and you'll start talking to the people you crook to try to work out a deal because you know what's coming. But it doesn't seem to faze them at all. So now we will file the Estafa case. They will arrest him, throw him in jail, and then it's going to faze him. Who wants to sit in jail? And their jail here is steel bars. If I go to the police station, I'm not going to file a report now about the dog because the dog's gone. I can't do nothing about it. I was going to go to the police station today and file a police report and have the police come over and investigate. But I said, why? There's no dog now. So I went to look for the dog to take pictures so I'd know a location to give to the police. There's no dog anymore. It's gone. So I'll keep checking. I'll look again tomorrow. I'll ride through there. Let's see if the dog happened to be somewhere else today when we went there. Maybe he was out running around the beach or somewhere. We'll see. We looked on the beach. We looked up on the property around there. We don't see him no more. So we'll look again. If we don't find the dog, then obviously they disposed of the dog. All right, beautiful soul. His well is too close to the sea, so is salty.
Do you want me to show them my
Well,
den?
no, guys. What he's talking about, beautiful soul. Let me tell you what he's talking about. Matthew and I are going to purchase a desalination plant. It is like a suitcase. Okay, it's like a yachts use, boats use, where you can desalinate seawater into fresh water at sea. Okay, similar to that. Only it produces more. Now, what our plan is. What do you want? Huh? Oh, yeah, on your ear. Hold on, guys. I got it. Micah has an infected ear. Can I see your ear? It's getting better. Let me see the back.
The back is not. Look,
Let me see the back, honey.
it's worse.
No, it's drying up. It's good.
Yep,
It's
but
drying up. Let me see the Missipron. It's already drying. Got a scab. It's healing already. Hold my phone, please. Here you go, guys. I'm going to get Micah here. Put this Missipron on her ear. It's antibacterial cream. Not much left in here. I need to order some more. Okay, that's enough. It's already got scab, hon.
maybe when it
When it's completely healed, you can consider if you want to re-pierce it or not. But if it's going to get infected like that, maybe there's just no need to put a second piercing on.
I want to put the earring back when it's good.
Right now it's a scab. It's going to heal the hole. It's going to heal up. It's going to seal. You want to put it back again. It's going to be scar tissue. You might be able to poke a hole through the scar tissue. We'll see. But if you're going to get it done by a professional, not the lady up here with the needle in her hand.
Maybe in Masbate.
Yeah, maybe in Masbate. Put that away, sweetie. Go to bed. All right. Good night.
Maybe I can
I'm
put
coming in a
my
minute.
third piercing then.
Well, we'll see. So what we're doing is I want to mount a desalination plant on my boat, probably the MJ boat, the same one we're fixing up for PK right now, because it's not being used for fishing right now. We could put a desalination plant on it, park the boat just past the deep corals where it's open water there, put the boat there, take suction from below the boat, our suction line, into the desalination plant, and then once it produces the fresh water in a tank on the boat, once that tank fills up, it'll kick on a pump and we'll pump that water to land. We'll have a hose that we can coil out onto the beach, run it right up to a storage tank, and then we'll make desalinated water and pump it right into a storage tank. And then we use a storage tank to gravity feed into homes. So that's what we're looking at. That's what Matt and I are looking at right now to try to do that. It's not about having a salty well. I have 2 wells. Neither one have salt in them. But the problem is every summer, my well level drops so low. I only get 3 drums of water right now, 3 or 4 per day in my big well. My small well, my father-in-law, he gets about a drum a day, but he made a mistake yesterday. He didn't check the hose going into the drum above his house they use for gravity feed. The hose had come out of the drum. He didn't know it. He started the pump and he emptied his well and he realized he had no water. They said, "Oh, what happened?" He goes and looks, the hose is out, water all over the ground. He didn't even know it because it's behind his house. He wasn't paying attention. He was probably down sewing nets while the water pump was running. And then he came up here and said, "Can I have some water?" He got a couple of buckets, filled them up with water so he could go do dishes and wash dishes and take shower and stuff like that. They brought water from here and took it down to his house. So, yeah, that sucked. He pumped all his water onto the beach.
His tiger, right? He kept going outside.
Yeah.
He's not pooping in his litter box now.
Going outside to poop.
Yeah.
Well, if he's not,
Better.
then it's better if he goes outside to poop. But then we're going to find his poop somewhere.
Yeah.
Usually cats dig a hole and cover it. So maybe he's doing it in the sand. So that's kind of our plant, beautiful soul. It's going to be a desalination plant. Deep well and a desalination plant turns salt water into fresh water. Yeah, probably we're going to dig a well, another well on my other property. I think it's going to have good water. We're going to have to go down about, 9 to 11 meters to get to good water, but it's going to be a lot. And then the other thing is, up on my father-in-law's property, he's got a well up there that never runs dry. Year-round water in his well and full. You go up there, you can pump. You have water all day long. So we may just take that area of his land and build a better well system there for him, where we'll all have water from there to pump down here to the properties and stuff. I was going to all say, "Hey, Fishbowl, what the?" Are they watching my channel, Jimmy John? I have a water business, but my water is not near the sea, so my wells are very grease. They're very great. Yeah, they're not salty, we know. You got beautiful water there. I thought you were gone because you really get the dog. Hi, fresh. Esteban says, "You will know where I come from when you read this phrase. Oh Lord, my God is there. No help for the widow's son." All right, Kyle. Are you coming to the Philippines though, Kyle? Oh Lord, my God, is there no help for the widow's son? I got to think about that. My days of remembering all the Bible verses are a while back. I'll have to think about that one. I'll screenshot it. I can look it up. I want to know. Jimmy John's laughing. Patrick says, "I have 2 dogs, pit bulls." Wow. Pit bulls would be good here. Take out some of these dogs here, but there'd just be a bunch more dog fights, you know. Pepper says, "Message me if you're seriously considering living here." A gray one and a black one. Yes, they are considering. Patrick is considering it. Matthew also. Is that similar to what water refilling stations use? They don't use, beautiful soul, they use filter systems. They don't use desalination plant. The difference between a normal water filtration mineral water station and a desalination plant is that desalination must pass through high pressure membranes, okay? Where your normal water station is just normal pressure, 30 to 60 psi. But a desalination plant can use up to about 1500 psi. So it's like the water shooting through a pressure washer in through an RO membrane, okay? It forces the membrane at high pressure to accept the water. It's a really tight RO membrane, and it catches the salt, okay, from the ocean in the RO membrane. And then you can flush that out, flush that salt out. There's a number of ways you can do it. But a desalination plant was designed for ships and yachts and boats that spend, sailboats, you know, things like that do extended periods at sea. And you can buy all sizes. The one I looked at for 300 gallons per day was about $3,400, okay? The storage tank was $3,700, which was 8 meters by 4 meters by 2 meters deep. That tank, and it's all stainless steel, that tank would hold 14,200 gallons of water. So now, divide 14,200 by 300 gallons. I think it was GPD, gallons per day, or gallons, maybe it was gallons per hour. It was producing 300 gallons per hour, and you're running it 24/7. You can multiply that and figure out how long it's going to take to fill your tank up. It's not going to happen real quick. Okay, it takes time. So you need to have, you might want to, depending on the water consumption, you may want to up your desalination plant to a little bit larger plant. You know, maybe you're doing 1,200 gallons, like that. So anyway, we're going to look at it all. When Matthew comes here, we're going to be talking about it all. So we'll probably do something like that. Yeah, exactly. Hello, Maria. How are you? Marie, Patrick says, I'm going to get a boat there. All right. Tennessee, hello, hello. Welcome. Not in a good mood to talk. It's okay, Tennessee. It's all right. Relax. Enjoy the chat. Thank you for coming in. You guys don't forget to give us a like, though. The biggest problem dito in the penis is family. Yes. All right. Thank you, Tennessee. Thank you for coming in. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See you soon, Patrick says. Beautiful. Tennessee, I hope everything's okay. I've done things differently. P&P, love bonus money, and we'll do the things. Yeah, sometimes you need to grease the skids, guys. I know who. I am lossing and off to bed. Hi, Charms. Later. Bye-bye, Prepper. Thank you. Mintic, hello. Good evening. I'm going to run through the chats, guys, so I can get to bed, too. Right now, it's 10:18. And I feel good because I slept all afternoon, but I couldn't sleep last night. I had fever. I was up all night, tossing and turning. I couldn't sleep. It was too hot. We even had the aircon going, but I was burning up from fever. Why do I get the feeling the judge will tell you to give her another $1 million and let this be over? Nah, ain't gonna happen, Jimmy John. You're gonna see. You're going to see. John Drake has a fishbowl. Hey, John, how are you? John Drake, have you tried fish balls yet? Have you made any yet? Are you able to save the salt after desalinating the water and sell the salt? Or do you put the salt back into the ocean? In the case we're going to be doing it, we're probably going to be just pumping right back. The salt will go right back in the ocean. We're probably going to have a solar system running the power for the entire salt operation. Okay? So in order to have power out there on the boat, we're either going to mount solar panels or make a barge type, pontoon boat type thing with solar panels on it. And everything powered up from a pontoon barge. This is going to be something that's going to be easy to get in and out of the water. I don't want it to be difficult to take it out of the water when the storms come. Oh, I got mosquitoes out here. I don't have my zapper out here. Let's finish up this chat. Hello, David. How are you? Been busy, busy, busy. I'll bet. Can't wait to see you. I know you're going to be over here soon. My dog are staying here. Oh, they're staying there. You're not going to bring them. Okay, good. You don't need to bring pit bulls over here. They're a pain in the ass anyway. Guys, I know people love their dogs and you want to bring them to the Philippines, but you know what? There's 1 million dogs over here and all they're going to end up in is fights. You know, they're all going to get beat up and cut up and it's not going to be fun. Eddie TV, how are you? Good evening. I'm feeling a little bitten, I might say. My legs ache. The medicine still feels like a knot in my right leg where they shot the excessive medicine into my thigh. And my left leg, all the puncture marks all hurt that side of my leg because they shot the, and underneath my knee it hurts bad. They shot the needle right into the wound. I've got 3 under my knee and 1 on top of my leg. So they got me good with the needles, guys. They really put the medicine into me. I've not tried fish balls yet. My friend cooked up a catfish he caught. It was over a 20-pound big flathead. Very nice. Man, I used to love catching catfish. Big glob of liver on a treble hook. Toss it out in the water and sit back and drink some beers. You know when that catfish gets on there. We used to live right by the Mississippi River. And we used to do some catfishing. I'll tell you. One time we thought we were going to we had a cistern, big water catchment, rainwater catchment made out of wood, right? Back in Louisiana when we were kids. So we got a bunch of catfish we thought, oh, we can raise catfish in the cistern, you know? So we tossed a bunch of catfish in there. And then we didn't think about it. A couple years go by. And one day we're draining the cistern. We're going, hey, let's see if there's any catfish left in here. You know, it was like a couple years had gone by. And we drained the cistern down so we could clean all the mud and muck out of the bottom of it. And there was one catfish left. I guess he ate all the rest of them. There was only one catfish left in that cistern. They were getting bugs from mosquitoes and things like that through the top of the cistern, but it wasn't enough to sustain them all, I guess. And I guess that one catfish had eaten all the other catfish. So there was only one catfish left in that cistern. We got him out and we ate him. Did you get the vaccine? Yes, Eddie, I got the vaccine. And that's what hurt the worst. The bite wasn't nothing. But you can see, I'll show you the back of my leg here. You see the marks on the back of the leg there? There's 3 marks back there, okay? And then right over here, right here on the top of the leg, trying to keep it out of the shadow, was the front tooth. The big tooth in the front, the canine on the dog, went into my muscle right there. And it hurts like hell. Down here was the bottom teeth. Got me from underneath here. Okay, and you got some big teeth on a dog at the bottom too. That's why I had such bad penetration right here. Okay, he got me good. He got in me. That's what hurt like hell. That's why it was, you know, behind the knee wasn't bleeding. Not compared to the top. The top bled and bled and bled. I think when he punctured my leg here, that he hit a vein in my leg right here. The vein coming through. I think he hit it with his tooth, and it just was pumping. It was just pumping dark red blood. It was just running down my leg. It was bad. I went in the ocean twice to wash all the blood off my legs. I mean, it looked gross. There was blood everywhere. And then I went back to the guy's house where we were buying the lot next door to the guy, and he got a bunch of calamansi, cut them in half, and started rubbing the calamansi on the wound, which didn't stop the bleeding. He rubbed it in all of them. Maybe it stopped the bleeding. I don't know. It didn't stop the bleeding from the top one because I think he punctured a vein. And so it was still oozing blood until it finally, I put a loose rag around it. I had a tourniquet on it. If you guys remember, I had put a tourniquet on it. And then I took that off. I didn't want anything tight on it. Let it bleed out if it's going to bleed out. Carry away any more bacteria that might have gotten in there. 'Cause it bled enough that all the bacteria that might have gotten in on that guy's tooth was probably already gone. I mean, it bled that much. I figured it was probably already gone, but the one underneath didn't bleed at all. But anyway, when they stuck me with the needle, they have to stick the needle with the rabies, anti-vaccine rabies. They had to stick it up inside each of the wounds. They had to stab the needle right into the wound and inject. And they stabbed, inject, got behind, stabbed those 3 areas, injecting the liquid. And she says, "Sir, do you want the rest to go in your left leg, left thigh, or your right thigh?" I was joking with her. I pulled my shorts up a little bit. I said, "Whichever one's sexier." And then she said, "The right one, sir?" I said, "Okay, that's good. Hit it." And she put that right into my leg. And right now, this is like a knot right here. It feels so sore where she injected my leg. Hurts like frickin' hell still. All today, I couldn't walk good. Maybe tomorrow I'll be able to walk. Maybe tonight I can sleep, you know. Anyway, Neil, Mormis, hello. Malungai leaves can stop the blood. Yes, they can, Neil. But if you get bit by a dog, you don't want to stop the bleeding. You want it to bleed out. You want it to let the blood come out. Let the bacteria from the dog come out of you. Okay? If I was to put malunga leaves and stop the blood, then of course all the bacteria from the dog's tooth and his dirty mouth would still be in my leg. I'd have been blocking that as well inside my leg, which would then get infected. And this is a puncture wound. So better we let it bleed out than the puncture wound cleans itself, and then you wrap it. And the blood stopped by 10 o'clock at night. The bleeding had stopped. Even I was talking to you guys on my live feed, it was still oozing blood out a little bit the other night. So that was from 2 p.m. in the afternoon when I got bit all the way until 10 o'clock at night. So it was a hell of a bite. He got me good. Freaking dog. Now he's gone. He disappeared. The people came up here. "Oh, it's not our dog. It's not our dog." I go looking for the dog today, and guess what? There ain't no dog there no more. It's gone. Hydrogen peroxide. Yep. That works good. Hydrogen peroxide will bubble out and kill bacteria too. Hydrogen peroxide, guys, it reacts with blood. So the bubbling of hydrogen peroxide is the breaking down of the blood. You watch, you put hydrogen peroxide on blood, that's where all the bubbling comes from, okay? Not necessarily from bacteria. Providone, iodine, can kill bacteria, but hydrogen peroxide doesn't. All it does is it flushes. It dissolves the blood and cleans it out, but it doesn't stop bleeding, okay? Lumgalese will stop bleeding, guys, I know that. Okay, I've used it before. I cut my toe, my big toe one day, a pane of glass hit my big toe and gouged it open. And first thing we did was get malunga leaves and stop the bleeding on my big toe. Because I didn't go get stitches. I just stopped the bleeding, bandaged the toe up in such a manner that it can start healing. Let it go. So, yeah. Wanting you to wait for 14 days. Yeah, well, the one doctor said, well, if you can wait until Monday, I'll have the medicine here. My brother-in-law's here. What's up, Ben?
Ginseng.
Huh?
After ginseng already.
Oh, yeah. I'm getting ready to go to bed, too. So anyway, the doctor was thinking that I could wait until Monday, and then she would give me the shots for free in Balud. But I couldn't wait till Monday. That's a week. This was Tuesdays. That's like waiting 7 days to get a shot. I decided that it's probably not smart to wait that long. So go get the shot. So Tuesday we went and got the shot. I got bit Monday afternoon. Tuesday I got the shot. And today's Wednesday and I'm still suffering from the pain. I will be for a few more days. And then they're going to shoot another shot on Friday. And then they're going to shoot another shot on Monday. And I will talk to the doctor then that does the shot on Monday. And she can look at the wounds and see if it's all healed normal or from getting infected or something, you know. But anyway, I don't think I'm going to get a fourth shot because I'm leaving town. I'm going to Cavite. I got things to do. I got another property to purchase over there, and I don't want to be hanging out here for another week. Anyway, I can't drink for 30 days, guys. That's bad enough. Stink Bug says, why you and the rooster still awake? We're going to bed. Peroxide bubbles if I clean my sink with it. Yeah, it's reacting to bacteria too, but you put it on blood, it dissolves blood. Why doesn't he stay down there with them? He's not down there with them right now, Matthew. He's drinking with Robert right now. So I think in the next couple of days, we'll know everything that's going on down there. There's some things going on, okay? I'm not going to talk about right now, but not on my live feed. There's some things going on there that don't need to be said on live feed. But we'll see in the next few days. Everything comes out in the wash, right? Wait, you're in the main island, Luzon. No, I'm on Masbate Island, Eddie. I'm going to go to Luzon, to Cavite. I'm on Masbate. But we already own one property in Tanza. We're going to buy another property in Mikara Estates in Tanza, right next to Charm Sister's house. So we're going to buy another house. And we're getting a great deal on it. That's why we're going to buy it. It's a rental. It's being used as a rental. There's a renter. There's a family in there renting right now at $10,000 a month. So we're going to buy the property. And then maybe, depending on how everything comes, if fuel prices come down, we may raise the rent next year up to, $12,000 a month. Because that's what 3-bedroom houses go for. It's like $12,000 a month. 3-bedroom, 2-bath houses. So, yep. Alrighty. So anyway, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and check out. Matthew, if you got time, give me a call. Or I'll call you, one or the other. I'm going to check off the live feed here and then get ready for bed. And I'll talk to all of you tomorrow. Everyone have a great, great evening. Thank you for the chat. I sure enjoyed it. We had a good night of chat, didn't we? Everybody was engaged, so it's a lot of fun. Oh, not a mosquito. All right, guys. Take care. God bless you all. We love you all, and we'll talk to you real soon. All right. Bye for now.